making it tonight, most likely. So I probably won't do any more before I go work tomorrow. After I get finished with tonight, I'll probably, knowing my luck, probably get through maybe like 15 quests.
We are live.
Alrighty.
Oh.
Hello, everyone. My name's Will. I'm going to be the Dungeon Master for Hyperspace Havoc. We are getting ready and getting set up for session number 2 of Hyperspace Havoc. We're waiting for everybody to get in here and get ready to go. In the meantime, we'll touch base on a little bit of what happened on last week's session, as well as what's come for the future. So I want to welcome all our players and any viewers that would like to observe and listen. Take a seat, relax, and get ready for Hyperspace Havoc. Hello, players. How are you guys doing?
Doing good.
No, we're doing.
Ready to take out whatever took my bounty.
Yes.
I have alcohol. It's going to be a fun night.
Oh, joy.
I've still got a bounty to turn in.
I too have some of the fun juice and some
And some
I'm
what?
trying to figure out what I want for dinner.
Subway.
That's what I'm doing.
Subway.
Eat flesh.
Wait.
Please don't.
God damn it, Sneaky! Don't remind. Why did you have to say Subway? You're gonna get me to mention things that probably are not a good idea. The Norwegian spy agency. Okay, that's all I can think of now.
How's
Okay.
Has anybody checked the stream audio? How are we sounding?
I can. Real quick.
Let's give that test before we hit the ground running here.
Sneaky, is your Twitch name just Sneaky?
Rebellion
It's,
chat.
Streaming in Rebellion
okay,
chat.
'cause it's-
I will
Yep.
post the link up to our Discord. Links in our Discord. Hyperspace Havoc is a subsidy of Rebellion Chats. Various streaming hosted by myself and Leilani, aka Commander Tano. We're waiting for her yet. She got held up at work, and should be on the way shortly.
There is sound, yes.
Outside of
Hey,
that's not what we were worrying about.
that was one thing I was worrying about. But additionally,
I'm really
volume
hold on.
levels of users. Somebody listen
I'm
in on
really
that.
Quiet. Let me see if I can fix that personally. Am I quiet in Discord?
What messes
It
with
might-
me, you're completely fine on my end. I don't know why you're coming up as extremely quiet on stream. I can't-
Might have to adjust like the input volumes.
For me, it's just one input. I got nothing fancy going on here.
I mean, on maybe it's on our end. Maybe
Well,
picks up like the bass
Turn
audio.
evil up. You just have to deal with him screaming at you.
I'm not gonna be screaming.
I've turned
gonna-
evil up. I've turned calcium.
If I need to, I can turn up myself on Discord. That's not that big of a deal. It's just
That
more
might be the
quick.
situation. Maybe it's just like taking
I
our
will-
bass input volumes.
I will do
Is
that
he-
really quickly.
Hold on, is he quiet for anyone else? Because I've just turned him up on my end. I don't want to do both at the same time and suddenly ear rape.
I mean,
Like
am
I have
quiet?
Kelsey's user volume cranked.
Oh,
Okay.
gotcha.
So it might be that I'm quieter. I'm gonna turn myself up a bit. Okay, I'm at 50%. I'm gonna turn myself up to like 65, and we'll go from there. There we go. Chat's now. I'm a bit louder. I'll do 70 and then I'll stop. There we go.
Oh yeah, that sounds better.
That's good. I'm gonna stay right there.
Okay, so it might just be like, for whatever reason, the stream just picking up whatever our personal volume input settings are. So I might have to see if Rebo, if you would mind turning your own user setting input
You're back.
volume down a little bit,
All right.
because I know at least last time you were coming in quite loud.
That's because I have a big mouth.
That's fair. That's fine. like my two volumes tend to be like mumble and yell. No in between.
Oh,
That-
hold on. I gotta turn him back to normal in mine.
That might be a little too low.
Yeah, I set it at 50% for my input.
If you set it to 50, try 75.
Okay. All right, that's 75.
Ooh, that's a good setting.
Perfect.
Yep, that sounds
Okay.
good on the stream.
Good.
Outstanding. Hey, we're sorting things out. Look at us. Alrighty. So, yeah, last session, pretty well we left off. It was our pilot session. We got introduced to the individual characters a little bit. We discovered and kind of explored a little bit the functionings and the settlement of Tiana on the planet Eshoraam. We learned about some of the inhabitants around and got a little bit of a quest to help out one of the local farmers, a rancher, who was experiencing a disturbance of his herd in which some of his Eurycthera, which are a close relative of the Bantha, but a little bit more of a cold climate species variant of the Bantha, some of them went missing, and it seemed like there was an attack of some type of predatory creature at his stables, which one of the there's a massive amount of blood, apparently. And the party trudged up into the hills and into the more snow-laden forest in search of the cause of this. And eventually came upon what appeared to be the corpse of one of the Eurycthera in the wood. And we ended the session pretty much as our good friend, the Rhodian green-skinned, bug-eye looking guy named Devvy, who is known as a local trader and quite also known as a gambler, came charging up behind the party, asking the party to slow down and wait up as he was coming to help. In which there was a large puff of snow that tore through the ground, and Devvy was enveloped in a cloud of snow. And that's where we left off last time. So what do you guys think is about to happen?
Murder.
Well, murders. You know. We'll see. We'll see.
We shall see. Dear friend Devvy, or less than friend Devvy, may not have a good fate at hand. We shall see. What did everybody think of the last session?
I think it went well.
I think it went pretty good. Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
So far, the dynamic of interactions between the characters have been interesting. There's some that aren't exactly fond of each other, and others that have a little bit of a better connection than others. Last session, additionally, Giselle was reunited with her long-lost sister after Giselle joined the Empire as an assassin. Now has escaped the Imperial remnant back to the planet of Eshoraam, and found that her sister was rather fared off, working at the local canteen and under the employ of the older sweet lady Gamdoma. apparently Elisla is fond of Gam, that offered her employment, and only slightly slacks. What did Giselle think of reuniting with her sister?
It's a good reunion.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
yeah, Giselle is kind of happy to be home, to be reunited with her sister in general. But she was happier to see that her sister was doing well.
That's good. Was it the reunion that she expected? Was she even expecting to find her back on Eshoraam?
I'd have to say no, in all honesty, because of the way they were raised. She just kind of came to expect the worst.
Well, hopefully it lasts. And
I don't like
Ju-
your tone.
don't worry about it. Nothing bad ever happened. Giselle was accompanied by Jothka. Nomad, you there?
Uh-huh.
Jothka ended up returning to Eshoraam. Both Jothka and Giselle were inhabitants originally from Tiana, and unfortunately Giselle had lost her family from the invasion of the Empire back in the day. However, Jothka, his family, moved away from Eshoraam, starting up a trade company. I believe they had fled during the Imperial invasion, escaped their grasp, starting up a rather profitable trade company. Who knows where they're at now? But Jothka was able to get to his old family home and find a little stash with an item there. What are Jothka's thoughts after all of this?
Uh, the current thought on Jothka's mind is, well, dealing with the current situation at hand. However, he's thinking on what the amulet that he found really means, uh, given the fact that he was left this, but there was no explanation as to what it is or what is supposed to be used for, if anything.
For those that missed it, Jothka got to his old family home, which is currently vacant, kind of on the market for new inhabitants to occupy. When he entered, he went to an old hideout that his parents had left a stash for him. He was able to break his way into it and found the contents in it was a small, about the size of a thumb. It was a like crescent moon shape, metallic in nature, almost what we would know as like a stainless steel, very reflective, kind of curved base. And both the tips of the crescent moon were like a blue crystal of some sort. And so it's leaving Jothka as why did his parents leave him this, and where it's from, what does it mean? Meanwhile, we have Spike. Nikki, are you there?
So
Nikki,
I am
do
here.
you have your push tab?
Yeah.
Spike pretty much spent most of his life on Eshoraam and the village of Tiana, the settlement, and has kind of become as this unofficial kind of, not necessarily caretaker, kind of like an unofficial warden almost, a go-to guy that keeps the peace. And suddenly he's been, well, within the last week, the young gentleman Rebo was dropped off here, and now he's joined by a number of the party. Some of the individuals like Rubiki and Eliana have been here for a while, but suddenly they've kind of been thrust together as this posse, trying to help out and find what's up with this herd. What's Spike's thoughts right now?
Where the hell did Devvy just go?
Probably more like, wait, was that Devvy? Why is there a cloud of snow behind us?
That's it.
He's a simple man. There's not too much to him.
That's fair.
Sweet.
Rebo, the kind of tech guy, engineer of sorts, dropped off on this planet trying to gain some money, make a few credits to get out of here. What's going through Rebo's mind right now?
Pretty much, oh shit, what the hell's that?
That's some good thoughts to have for sure.
I mean, I'm an engineer. What the hell am I gonna do in the wilderness, you know?
Pretty much. Is he kind of thinking like, oh no, I bit off too much than I can chew. Why am I with these assholes?
I stepped in it this time.
Hopefully the credits are worth it. It's just about to be like, what's going through Rudbiki's mind? For those that don't know, the Chiss, Rudbiki, he was a new, Rebel Alliance Navy naval officer. Some of the rest of the party might not know that specific, but some did pick up that he was indeed served with the Rebel Alliance, and for some reason is currently now on Eshoraam, Tiana. What the hell would a naval officer be doing here, especially with the establishment of the New Republic? Anybody that's joining us for the first session here, our setting pretty much takes place in the waning days of the Empire and the establishment of the New Republic. Just as the Empire is falling and becoming the Imperial remnant fleeing towards the Outer Rim, and the New Republic's trying to establish some form of order after their overall victory of the Galactic Civil War. There's a lot of crime that's going out, and we find ourselves on the planet of Eshoraam, the settlement of Tiana, essentially the only settlement on the planet where it's located on the pretty much outskirts of the Outer Rim, a very distant planet, far from the center core worlds, kind of tucked away. Doesn't experience much activity, kind of a boring location where people that kind of locate here are either those that like a quaint, small farming life, hunters that are seeking some of the more exotic wildlife on the planet, and survivalists, as well as those that don't want to be found, tend to seek out here. What are you guys looking forward to? Is there anything that your characters would be like really like main goals?
I just wanted a peaceful life back home.
It's gonna be the same there for Spike.
How
I
about
was looking to
Rebo?
make enough money to get the heck out of here. Go home.
Jothka?
Jothka's purest desire right now is just to survive.
Very good. Giselle? Oh, I think I already asked. That's everybody. I'm not sure how much longer Tana will be, but we'll probably get this started here. Kick off where we left off. For those that don't know, we'll do quick introductions again. Hi, I'm Will. I'm the Dungeon Master. I'll be narrating and guiding our story along as we participate in Hyperspace Havoc. Nomad, can you introduce yourself and your character?
Hi, I'm Nomad. I play Jothka Othel, the Ikani male operative who was on the run from the Empire after the fall of the Star 2. He made his way back to Eshoraam, in which he found said crescent moon symbol with the 2 blue crystals at the end of it in his old family home after they had left the planet, and he is now on a quest, so to speak, with the rest of the party.
So it be. Giselle.
Giselle is the other operative. I'm playing a Zeltron, a ex-Imperial assassin, which is I don't play like a lot of roguelike classes, so it's a pretty good change up for me.
Indeed. A bit of a change up for us all as we try to familiar ourselves with the Star Wars 5e mechanics, and hopefully we'll become more comfortable and familiar with that. So we have our 2 ex-Imperials here, and Rebo.
I am a young guy, 20 years old. I was raised by parents who were both droid engineers. So I learned a bit of droid engineering as I grew up on Coruscant, and but was bored with that life, so decided to go to the cedar part of town, see what's up down there, and ended up getting caught by slavers, dragged out into space, rescued by Mandalorians, and thrown on this planet here, where I've been for about a week or two, and made friends with Spike, who's the local marshal, and am trying to make some money to get back home.
Good deal. That'll bring us a Spike.
Hello, my name is Sneaky. I am playing Spike, the human scout. He's pretty much lived in this town majority of his life, and for the most part, wants most of his people to just kind of leave and leave his peaceful town alone and stop causing trouble. But here we are, and unfortunately, he's the one who's volunteered to deal with it.
Indeed. Ended up becoming that guy. And Kelsey, are you back?
Si, senor. Sorry about that. I was ordering my food. I'm a hungry boy.
Sounds delicious. What are you ordering? Anything good?
I've ordered Chinese, chicken on a stick for the roommates here, and then I got myself chicken lo mein and sesame seed chicken combo.
Outstanding. I'm hungry now. Could you go ahead and tell us a little bit about Rubiki?
Well, you see, Rubiki is a quiet man. Many don't know why he's so quiet, but an old Imperial hater, I will say that. Doesn't really like Imperials, as he was a Rebel Alliance Capitan. Had his own little ship. Ended up coming out here mainly just to get the fuck away, because he doesn't really like the hustle and bustle anymore, just due to the fact that he's always grown up sort of on the edges of the galaxy. So he's decided to continue doing just that, but has found out that something's going wrong in this little town with gallons of blood, really gallons. And has decided to try to help as an investigator.
Fair enough. Good deal. Navy man, military. Few military military personnel or former military personnel in the group, so certainly some that could relate, and only a little bit of.
I mean,
I'm sure you're keeping an eye on a few of the other individuals in the party in case they're not who they say they are.
my deep red eye. Well, but he's more so interested at the moment is he thinks that good old God, I cannot remember Tano's character's name. Aliana, I think was it? God, there we go.
Yes, Aliana.
Was very, very antisocial, even for his standards. So, yeah. What? She was. She literally said, exact word for word, where you can talk to me, but I might not talk to you. Like that is just a huge blow.
That'll bring us to our 6th party member, And co-host of the Rebellion Chats, Eliana, played by Commander Tano. What can you tell us about Eliana?
Eliana is antisocial, a recluse. She
Say that
came to
again.
be on this planet by way of being stolen as a child from her pacifist planet that the Togrutas had settled on, and she was finally able to escape the pirates that she was with, and she wanted to be as far away from anyone who could hurt her, including the Empire, because she had been around such bad people all her life. And in her quest to be alone, she's been swept up into this investigation, and she doesn't quite know how she feels about it.
Fair enough. That's the party. As I said, last we left off, the party was trudging through the snow, tracking this Urochthra that has been slaughtered in some means, potentially by one of the multiple predatory creatures on the planet. As the party was making their way and tracking the drag marks and blood that led to what appears to be a Urochthra corpse that's in the middle of the woods here, they heard this screaming from behind them. Eliana recognized it immediately, and Giselle turned around, pulling up her blaster pistol, as they saw the scene of the traitor and some that aren't quite fond of the Rhodian Devvy, as he doesn't exactly seem like the most reputable individual. He was running up behind the party with a large blaster rifle, asking them to wait. The damn, I forget his name. The Bith that the farmer that was Del Sol. Del Sol had essentially quested the party to assist him in finding the Urochthra and dealing with whatever the threat. Apparently, also contacted Devvy to see if he could come help, which the rest of the party wasn't too fond of that idea. As Devvy's running up behind, yelling at the party to wait, suddenly a streak runs through the snow at Devvy as a large puff of smoke, or not smoke, but snow kicks up, and Devvy is consumed by this cloud, obscuring him from view. And that's where we left off. What's everybody doing?
I see you, Den Graboids. It's not a Graboid. See you in the chat.
Graboid.
Would good old Rudbiki see this?
I'm pretty sure at this point, if anybody would have proclaimed, well, I'm sure everybody heard Devvy yelling.
Okay.
Everybody can look behind and they see this like settling puff of snow. And
I did have my
no
blaster
Devvy.
pointed at him.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember last session, Jothka, Giselle, and Eliana had noticed. Everybody else kind of didn't. If I remember correctly, didn't pass the check to actually see that it was Devvy, and then we watched him just get disappear.
Yeah. Anybody that would be familiar with Devvy's voice would have heard him yelling, turning around to see just like this settling puff of snow behind.
Can I use a bonus action?
Yes, you may.
All right, I will use a bonus action to put potent aptitude on Spike.
Could you explain that to us?
Potent aptitude is a tech casting ability, or an engineer ability, actually at level 1, where you can basically give a character a D4 to a what is it? A attack roll, a savings throw, or an ability check.
Ah, so engineers are our clerics.
Sort of. They're more
Okay.
like a wizard, but they have some clerical abilities too. It's like a bless.
Gotcha. And what exactly is Rebo doing to apply potent aptitude?
What I have to do is have them. Where is it? I think they need to be within 30 feet. And then I can, within 60 feet. And it can be cast on anyone who I can either see or can hear me.
So I guess you would be saying.
So I would say, I'm putting this thing on you, Spike. Potent aptitude. Be smart.
A little bit of a boost of confidence towards Spike. Got it. Okay. Yeah, Spike has that potent aptitude applied to him. What's everybody else doing?
Go right ahead.
Jothka would just be preparing for something to leap out, as he did see some sort of like cat-looking creature. He just couldn't make out what it was. And given the fact that it moved as quickly as it did, is kind of looking around expecting for it to possibly strike at one of them next.
Eliana decides to look around and turn to the group and just says, "Good riddance."
Oh wow, so is a mean old,
hold on,
mean old
whatever.
woman, aren't you?
Gosh.
Hold
Yeah,
on. Whatever had that, or whoever took that Iridian from me needs to pay my bounty.
All right. Giselle, can I have you roll a flat d20?
Of course.
I would like to see this. The fate of Devvy. The higher the roll, the better the fate.
Roll real low.
Not one. Here he comes.
Ooh,
That's
you
a
rolled
solid 19
19.
on the dice.
Damn it!
All right. So yeah. For whatever reason, you believe that he's probably all right. Not exactly sure why you feel that way, but we'll see what Devvy's fate is in a little bit here. Can I get everybody to go ahead and roll initiative?
Can someone roll a?
Oh boy.
Yeah, I got you.
Thank you.
Yep. Let's see.
I'll take it.
Wait.
Yes, I
20.
did.
We have a lovely little initiative tracker over here near the DM area. Essentially pull a token out, go ahead and mark your name on the token, and color it to your color and set it on the board wherever you rolled your initiative.
Where is it?
Jothka has a solid 19.
Oh, I see.
Mark your thing, throw it down there, and then we'll go from there.
I get a +2 on initiative too.
I think that's how you say their name. Spell it. Yeah. Got a. Where is it? 13.
Bad accident.
Oh no.
I am not playing D&D and driving my car right now.
No, we
Everyone
don't condone
Yeah,
that.
but I got a 22.
That sounds
Please.
dangerous.
playing D&D for me, and I am simply telling them what to do.
Oh,
Exactly. How many characters? Alright, you got a 13 by the
So-
way, Eliani, so.
Rebo rolled a natural 20 on his initiative, so I put him up at 30.
Oh, outstanding. All right. Kicking it off here, Rebo. What are you doing?
I'm not moving anywhere for sure, because that thing was behind us, right?
Correct.
So I'm not moving forward or backwards or anywhere, but I will take a bonus action and put potent aptitude on Eliana. She's right up front there so far.
Okay, can you apply that to multiple creatures?
Yeah, I can apply it as many times as I have a intelligence bonus.
Oh, gotcha. Awesome.
And I can do it once a turn, and they come back when I do. Right now, it's a long rest, but as I get levels, I'll be able to refresh it in a short rest.
Gotcha.
How long does that
Right.
last?
It lasts for 10 minutes. You can use it for ability checks, attack rolls, or savings throws. You get to add a D4 to that roll one time. You have to say you're going to use it though before the DM says whether you hit or missed or major save or whatever. So if you roll like a 12 and you think you need higher, you can just have to say, well, I'm going to use that D4. And you have 10 minutes to be able to use it.
Note taken. Yeah, just if you could just remind them before I give that yay or nay.
Okay.
Is there anything else that Rebo would like to do on his turn?
Ready.
Well, there's nothing to attack out there right now because we don't. Well, I will pull my holdout pistol.
Gotcha. As an action, if you'd like, you can use a search action to try to identify the location.
Well,
In which you
I'll
would-
attempt it. I got investigation. I'll attempt that.
I'd say it'd be more of a perception.
Okay,
like
I
to
got
attempt
that too.
Fair enough. Yeah, feel free to do that as your action. If you
Perception +3. Okay, let me go back to my dice. Another 20.
Oh my gosh.
Where the hell is that thing?
I was about to say I rolled really high on the thing's stealth, but you got a nat 20 on it.
Plus, I
Yeah,
have a
so-
+3, so it's a 23 for the roll.
Good. Googly moogly. Okay, so anyway, you can tell that it ran from essentially left to right, if you're facing party.
So it's up here, up in this area somewhere.
Hold tight, I'll just set down the token because that definitely spotted it. Essentially, it tore across and dove into the trees, and it's hunkering down rather low. Reba, what you can see is what appears to be a rather large feline creature. I'm not sure if you would actually be familiar with them at all, but it appears to be hunkering really low. It blends in very well to the snow and trees. It's kind of like this hulking mass that is also very nimble, dexterous-looking large cat that's kind of looks like tiger in nature. Has like blue and white stripes that are kind of camouflaging it into the trees.
Okay, I will point it out and say, there it is over there. Why are you facing that way? It's here.
After pointing out, the rest of you can identify it. Is there anything else Rebo would like to do?
Yeah, run away.
You can move your movement if you like, or you can hold tight.
I'm gonna move a little bit, but
Grid space is 5 feet.
15, 20.
As you move, Spike. So Rebo points out over there. You can barely notice this like hulking camouflage creature in the trees. What would you like to do, Spike?
All right. Spike would like to use Ranger's Quarry. Now, this surprised me, but this is not an action or any kind of interaction whatsoever, according to the website. This is just something I can do innately.
Okay.
So, I mark the thing that's been pointing the cat-like creature that's been pointed out to me as my quarry. When I hit it with a weapon attack, I can deal. This is once per turn. I can deal an extra 1d4 damage to the same type as my weapon's damage. I have advantage on any perception or survival checks I make to try and find it, as long as it doesn't somehow leave the planet.
Gotcha.
And this lasts currently. One moment. This lasts currently for 1 hour.
Okay, so you have this cat-looking creature targeted with Ranger's Quarry.
Would I by chance know what it is? Without, I mean, I'll go without knowing if I have to make an action, but
As a free action, I'll let you do a lore check.
okie
You have been on this planet for an extended period of time. I'm sure that you've become rather familiar with most of the wildlife that's around here.
Well, apparently not, because that's a 3.
A 3? You know that there's a number of like predatory cats, but can't really be specific about this one.
I'm giving classes on rolling 20s if anybody's interested.
Outstanding. Is there anything that Spike would like to do additionally?
Yeah. Well, I think it's been a bad kitty, and it needs a little blaster carbine in its life.
Been a bad.
All right,
Yikes.
you're gonna. That's the equivalent of spraying it with water.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and give it your spicy water bottle.
Will do. All right.
Oh
Spicy water
boy.
bottle. Press F in chat.
That is a 15 to hit.
You hit.
Oh boy. All right. My additional. This is going to be energy damage, and my additional D4 is also energy damage, if that matters.
Noted.
I accidentally hit the F button.
Okay, respects
Mid-roll.
are paid.
There we go. All right. Well, that is absolute max damage on both dice.
Standing.
Oh, I have to double check if I add anything to the 4. I do not. Okay, so that is 13 energy damage.
$13 energy damage. Okay, yeah, you fire your blaster carbine and it like sails through the trees, knocking some snow off, and it nails this cat creature pretty like directly. As it kind of rears back a little bit, you see a singe of like smoke and a little bit of sparks fly from the impact. You hear it let out this kind of like gargling, almost electronic and like alien kind of like hat-like growl after it's impacted. It's not happy. Is there anything else Spike would like to do?
Yeah, he's just going to get up against this tree. And
Standing.
that'll be his turn.
Okay. Who do we got next? It is Jothka's turn. You just saw Spike land a bolt into this creature that's in the trees over that yonder. What'd you like to do?
Jothka is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, and he is going to radiant attack with a weapon if it comes within range.
What kind of weapon are you ready?
He is readying one of his tech blades that he has hidden inside of his coat at the current moment in time.
You have a tech blade prepared as you prepare for this strike. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Good deal. Time to do the thing. As the creature looks out towards you all, it is rather pissed at Spike that just landed a bolt at it. It bursts through from the trees and rushes towards Spike. Moving its movement, it's doing a charge attack. As you see it like closely or get closer, it's this large, slender, cat-like creature that is just barreling through the snow at extreme speeds. As it comes out, as I said before, it's kind of like a tiger-like stripes that are across it. Except it's like a white and blue stripes that blend rather well into like ice, snow, tree. One notable feature is that it has almost like a pug-like face. Its snout does not stick out very far.
So it's an abomination.
It is very much so an abomination of sorts. But one additional notable feature is that on its forehead, sticking forward, there's a single horn. A single spiked horn that it has kind of leaning forward, directed directly at Spike. As it comes barreling forward, I would like Spike to please make a dexterity saving throw. You may do so with advantage because you are also behind that tree.
Gotcha.
Don't forget about your D4 in case you need it.
And that can be done after the roll, but as long as it's
As long as
before
you get it before he says whether you made it or not.
Gotcha.
I will hold on the proclamation.
I'm gonna. How long does that last? 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
I'm going to keep the 16.
That is 16. Okay, you make it. You are not knocked prone after this attack. I'm going to make the attack roll. That is a 20 to hit.
I don't know, DM. Does the 20 hit the scout?
Okay, sarcasm received. As you are glanced by this this spear-like horn, this spike, this unicorn cat stabs into your shoulder. You are not knocked prone from it due to your save, and that's going to be 9 piercing damage. Or kinetic.
Trying to kill us.
Oh,
He's trying to kill us.
all right. Well, Spike is quite literally hanging on by a thread.
This large cat, I'd say that like because of the tree, it impacted the tree with its shoulder that prevented you from really getting driven into and knocked prone. That'll be the cat thing the jigs. Hearn. And we are going to move on to Aliana.
So I can't see the board, so I'm gonna hand off my turn to somebody else because I have no idea what's going on.
Okay, that's
Like,
fine.
Everything that's going on, but I choose sneaky. I trust you. There you go.
Okay. Did you set up your character sheet? Yes, you did. Okay. Sort of. A little bit. What class are you?
No, wait, that's my background.
Let's hold. How far are you from home?
I am like 5 minutes, but that's gonna take me another while to actually like open up my computer and turn it on.
Okay. Just since you're not here, so we don't have to go too back and forth, we're gonna just have you like Aliana slips because she's absolutely heartbroken about the loss of Devvy. We'll just hold on your turn and move back. We'll come back to you. I'll give you an extra turn if you get on in time. But we're gonna go ahead and move over to it is Giselle.
What's up?
Giselle. Vandarium. Are you there?
Yeah, sorry, I'm on push to talk, so I was just reading my character sheet real quick. Giselle is going to take out her blaster and pull the trigger on this wild animal.
Good note. Yeah, you just saw this large snow camouflage cat slam into this tree with its head spike stabbing into Spike. Go ahead and make your attack roll if you're attacking.
On the dice with a +4 to hit.
What's on the dice?
18 on the dice.
Oh yeah, you hit. Okay, go ahead and roll your damage. You guys can also feel free to simultaneously roll attack and damage.
That'd be 3 damage.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you kind of, I don't know, glance at maybe the snow and stuff, but you hit 3 damage. Is there anything else that Giselle would like to do?
She's going to take cover, waiting for her stakes on spine behind this tree here.
Okay. Move behind the tree. We are on to Rootbeaky. Rootbeaky, you just saw this like large cat come rushing out of the trees and slam into Spike. What are you doing? Kelsey. Food man.
Lead member of the Blue Man Group.
Chess boy. Naval homie. Kelsey.
Thrawn,
I just got back.
Oh, there you are. Hey,
Hello.
yeah. You see a large cat that has a spike impaled into Spike
Alright. So
in front of you.
I'm going to use one of my maneuvers, which to those that do not know, the scholar gets I start off with 2 maneuvers, at which point I may use one of my superiority dice, which is in this case at right now a d4. I will use administer aid, which means I can expend 1 die to tend to a creature that I can touch, which I assume we're all pretty close. The creature regains that number of hit points, plus my intelligence modifier.
So are you running up to Spike with this cat trying to gore him right now?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Okay, yeah, you're like 20 feet away from Spike. You can move up to him and do so if you're...
4.
I believe he's the only one that lost hit points so far, and he looks like he needs it.
1, 2. So I'm running at Spike. I'm like, you know what? I've lived long enough. I'm ready to die if I need to. Getting the old protect the people. I get to Spike. Looking at this cat, I immediately start to regret my decision, but I'm here now.
You know, you absolutely don't have to get right up next to the cat, but I mean, if that's what you want to do, feel free to continue.
I'm gonna do that.
he has a
I'm
death
going
wish.
to-
It's fine.
Yeah. So we get to Spike. Let me roll the d4. That's the rolling tab. 2 plus 1 segundo. My intelligence modifier. So you regain a whole 6 hit points there, Sneaky. And as I grab him, he's got the spike impaled to him. So I just kind of like stuff whatever wound I can full of like bandages, knowing that I can't pull the spike out of him as I'm not that strong. Just stop the bleeding and then attempt to do my best.
I say he's in, but he's not stuck to the spike or anything.
Okay.
Like it comes out pretty easy.
In addition,
I'm no longer
so
at
that
1
is-
hit point.
I got you, bud. And so that's one of my d4s. That is all I can do with the moment, as that was my thing. Believe 1 second. Oh no, I can do this as a bonus action. I would like to use my critical analysis, which is a bonus action. I get to analyze a creature that is within 60 feet of me. So I'm going to analyze the kitty cat.
As a bonus action?
Yes.
All
In
right.
which case, just so you know, I will made with weapons of the finesse property or blast weapons. If I'd make an attack or damage roll, I get to use that instead of strength and dex, and then yeah. Woo.
Okay, so analyze allows you to use dexterity for your attacks? Or is there anything else?
No,
that
it allows
ability
me to
gives you?
use finesse property
Copy.
and the intelligence modifier instead of strength or dex for the next minute. Yes, for the next minute, and that will be my action, and that will be my turn. That is
Okay,
all.
gotcha. Good to go. All right, we should be rolling back to Rebo. Rebo, you see this the giant cat that you spotted up against your friends over here near the tree. What would you like to do?
I'm going to use a tech tower called Assess the Situation, which gives me a advantage on my next turn's attack.
Okay.
That's my action. My movement, I don't. My movement. I'm going to go over here by Giselle and hide Giselle here.
Like, good idea.
And I'm going to use potent aptitude again on Rubiki.
Okay, Rubiki, you got that D4 to, is that ability checks and attack rolls?
Yeah, saving throws, ability checks, and attack rolls for 10 minutes.
Good note. I'm sure he won't need it.
Well,
Just want to make sure he does have it if he needs it.
Good deal. Is that Rebo's turn?
That is Rebo's turn.
Okay, we are on to Spike. Spike the Stabbed. Make sure push to talk.
Yep, I'm here. Don't worry.
Okay.
Oh dear. Okay. Well,
Yeah, as this roaring cat is kind of rearing back, the spike coming out of your shoulder and Rubiki healing you up a little bit.
how does weapon changing work in Star Wars 5?
I think it's a pretty easy interaction as long as you're not doing anything complex.
Nope. I just want to switch to my Vibro Spear.
I think you could do so, okay?
Actually, one moment. I need to look up how a hold-up blaster works real quick.
get him, Spike. Get him. Hello again, Tano.
Hit him with
You wouldn't-
that, 1, 2.
No, you're not transmitting for us. I don't know if you mean to be doing that.
All right. Never mind. Hold-up blaster still works normally as a ranged weapon. Yeah, going to switch over to my Vibro Spear. I imagine he just has his carbine on a sling, and he just kind of lets it drop, and takes out his Vibro Spear that would be on his back. Flips a little switch somewhere on the handle, and the familiar hum to, I'm sure, a lot of you drones on.
Oh, yeah.
And he is holding this with two hands, and he's going to attempt to stab.
Make that roll. Roll your attack with it just in case you hit.
All right, don't call it right away, just so I can see if I want to use the potency thing.
Gotcha.
Oh, darn it, I forgot. Hold on, one moment.
Holding on. Giant cat looks down at his watch.
I forgot to
What's up,
add
like
my
Spike? Like, here, one sec.
I forgot to add my attack to the in-game sheet.
Okay.
See,
I hear the copyright clan coming up.
No, it's performance, so it's a cover.
Mm.
It's okay. Clear,
Yeah,
clean.
that's it. That's it.
I'm pretty sure it's the same +5. That's going to be 17 to
17 hits.
with, holy shit, another... Oh, right, I do get to do the Ranger's Core damage as well.
That still applies.
Oh my... Alright, well, maxed out the damage on both dice again.
What are we looking at?
Okay,
Another 13.
no, that is going to be a... That is going to be a 15 kinetic damage.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
Nice
so
grip.
as you bring this like spear up, are you doing like overhand, underhand? Like, not that it matters too much.
He's jumping at it just like with both hands on the spear. Like, ah.
No, he's not gonna jump at something that is literally inside his face.
I'd say you probably it's probably like an underhanded, and you bring it up into the like chest portion of the cat here, and makes it rear back and shout out. It is spraying blood. It does not look very happy right now. Is there anything else that you'd like to do?
Spike is just going to, after stabbing the cat thing, he's just gonna look over at Kelsey. How do you say your character's name again?
Root beaky. Like a root and then beaky.
Yeah, he's just gonna look over at Rubiki. Thank you, thank you.
Now, if that was me in real life, I'd just do like finger guns. Finger guns. But Rubiki nods, looking at him, and in his mind, cheers him on to like get him, but doesn't say anything apart from like, "Yup."
Jotka.
Jothka is going to run up next to it. God. There we go. And he would like to, he's going to pull out that one weapon and strike at it, with the tech blade.
Okay.
He's actually going to maneuver himself around the rear of it. Question: how are we working flanking?
You have advantage on this attack.
Okay. Okay. He's going to. Oh. That is going to be a 22 to hit. Since I have advantage, and because also friendlies are within 5 feet of it, he gets sneak advantage or sneak attack on the attack. Of operative.
Let me stop you there, Jotka. What do you do to this thing?
Okay, Jotka quickly runs up and basically kind of like grabs onto the side of it, pulls himself up over on top of it, and drives the tech blade straight down into its spine, severing the nerves, watching it just go limp as he tears through the back of this cat creature.
Jothka, Spike has his vibro spear coming up through the chest. You jump onto the back and stab your tech blades down through its spine. The tips of your tech blade and his spear happen chance to touch each other, causing a massive amounts of vibration and a pop, a sizzle inside as smoke bellows out of this creature's mouth and its eyes kind of burst into flames. It caused so much kinetic energy on the inside that it basically cooked the insides of this creature as it slumps over and falls to the ground.
Chicken, anyone?
I don't know if I'd call it chicken, but
Okay, Chinese. I don't know what you want to call it. Tano, are you okay? You've joined the call, but like have not transmitted. Once, are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm just trying to get set up here.
Okay.
Okay. That is end of initiative. You have Jothka and Spike with their weapons still driven into the creature as it's like down flat onto the ground. Spike still somewhat wounded, Rudbiki standing in awe in front of the creatures, and the rest of you looking onward, some of you just firing recently the blasters. Or being ready to fire. Sneaky.
Oh, holy shit. Good job, everyone. I'm sure this was the thing killing the stuff and the
Stuff. Can I make a medical attempt to try to further patch him up?
Sure. Do you have any equipment that would aid you? Or
I would tear off a part of my shirt and make it into a, I guess, impromptu bandage just to further reduce the bleeding. Haha.
yeah, go ahead and make me a medicine check. Especially,
Alright.
former military, I'd say that you have some type of skills with that. Was Spike saying anything else?
Thank you. Oh,
13 plus 14 total.
Spike, you gain a hit point.
I got you, Sneak. I got you. Though now we'll say like one of my arm is now exposed due to I ripped it off.
Yeah, the bleeding on Spike's shoulder is done, stopped.
and Spike is going to attempt to extract his virus.
Yeah, you guys can do so easy.
Giselle would take out her knife and attempt to find the remains of this Rhodian bounty she heard about.
You were going for it. You know what?
Alright.
You're looking for Devvy?
Demi.
Yeah.
Hold on. Before you slice this thing open, give me just a second.
Okay. I still
that
need
it's-
credits though.
Now that it's
Don't we
splayed
all?
out in front of me, can I see what it is?
Yeah. Again, make a lore check though. See if you've seen any of these before.
Can Jothka also make such a lore check?
Oh, you did grow up here. Spike, you have help, so make advantage on that.
Gotcha. Although it doesn't
Revo
really
would
matter
like
in
to make
terms of.
that check also if he can. He's got a high intelligence.
So it doesn't actually matter in terms of the numbers on my end, but would this be more of a nature check?
I'd say you could make a nature check. Yes, that could apply. Your choice. Which one?
It's a +0 either way. I was just saying.
Okay. Meanwhile, Giselle, what exactly are you trying to do?
I'm waiting for Spike to poke around this thing for a moment, but then as soon as he's finished, I'm looking for Devvy in this creature's stomach content. Or any traces of Devvy.
Even in like pain, he cannot escape. He could be dead. And you're like, shock's to shock.
All I'm really
Okay,
looking for is his head. So
Wow.
Spike, that's a 12. You said.
Yeah.
Okay. You may have heard a rumor or two about the idea of a type of creature known as a lance cat. Kind of rare, but they're around. Usually they keep up to the mountain, so what they're doing coming down to the village could be far from you. It appears, looking over this thing, that it looks like it's malnourished. It may have just had a little bit of food from the rockford that it just drug off. But it's what it's doing down here and why it's like malnourished is more of a mystery. It doesn't appear that Devvy's inside it.
I'm going to go to where that thing attacked Demi at and see if I can find anything around there.
she grumbles a bit and follows behind Rebo.
Spike, were you saying something?
These things, they really shouldn't be around here. This thing was desperate, whatever it was doing, but it had just eaten. Whatever happened to Devvy, I don't think it was this thing's doing.
Wow.
But
Don't say
Giselle
that.
and Rebo, if you guys are like going where Devvy was last seen, just
No,
a little
from the animal's ambush point previously, to the north.
I'll say again, where exactly? Point?
The animal's ambush point to the north in those trees.
Like these trees over here?
Yeah.
Okay, if you go in that direction, you don't see any signs of Devvy. You see some like footprints from the cat as it arced around more to the right from where you came. But if you continue following like its tracks and stuff, or where Devvy initially was, you come upon Devvy laying unconscious in the snow.
Unconscious. That makes me have to do a moral decision here.
Am I there as well?
Yes, if you were following Giselle, you can also see Devvy, his blaster rifle, a rather large rifle, almost comically for him, snapped in half. Looks like it might have taken the impact of that spear and might have potentially saved Devvy's life.
I'm gonna. You said he's unconscious. He's alive for sure.
He appears to be unconscious. It looks like he's breathing. You probably see
Okay.
like the steam coming off his breath.
All right, I will attempt to wake him up.
Okay, go ahead and do a medicine check.
Okay.
Unless there's any ability you'd like to.
No, I have. Let's see.
Smack the motherfucker.
Plus
Just
one, +1 for medicine.
Okay.
Oh, I got a grand total of 4.
4. You have no
Nice.
idea. You like shake him a little bit, but he doesn't move.
Hey, the bitch is dead.
bitch is dead. Bitch
I'll
is
give him
dead.
a nice gentle kick to the head.
Ow. That's mean.
If you're trying to wake him, go ahead and do a medicine check as well, Giselle.
As she kicks him in the head.
Meanwhile, what are the rest of you guys doing? You see this large dead lance cat in front of you.
Oh, I was pressing the wrong button.
Yeah, you're pressing E. I was like, E.
Spike is going to try and skin it.
Oh. Okay. Roll survival thing. Roll a survival.
Oh boy.
Giselle, 16 on the dice. Is that right?
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm trying to get my bonus.
I do have a quick question for the DM. This is this is president. Are we doing
Should be a
the
solid
level?
16.
What was that, Kelsey?
Are we doing leveling via you say when we level up, or are we doing experience?
Oh, we'll do the. I always forget the term.
Milestone.
Milestone. That one. Yeah. So
Got it.
whenever I say it, it's just a lot easier to track.
Yeah,
I'll
I
let you
just
know when you
wanted
get
to
to
know.
the. I'll let you know when you get to the next level. Anyway. So meanwhile, Spike's over there, very nimbly slicing the hide of this cat, and you do so rather easily. You also have, if you'd like to harvest its horn, you may do so.
Sure, I'd like to harvest the freshly murdered Unikid.
The Unikitty. The lance. Yeah, you got this lance horn. It's this long,
Wait.
black, like, spiked
Alright.
horn. Almost like an obsidian.
Wasn't there
Little
it was
shine.
the Lego movie, right? That had a Unikitty. Did we just
Yes.
murder the
Yes, that was a
Murder.
Lego movie reference.
Okay. Slight-
Meanwhile, Giselle and Rebo are over here tending to Devvy, and Devvy does come to after Giselle's encouragement.
That's a
And
nice word.
his eyes open, and he's like, "Oh." He's like,
No.
"What happened?"
Now he has a wicked headache.
Somehow you managed to save yourself from being completely and utterly torn to pieces by a wild cat.
What? Who got the number to that freighter?
Freighter? What freighter?
That's what it feels like I got hit by. As he like sits up.
If you want the number to that freighter, she'll point over to where Spike is skinning the animal. You can try and check on the behind of that.
Would Rubiki have noticed after, like, I'm assuming Rubiki probably would have turned around after he goes, this bitch is dead. Like, what the fuck are they talking about? Would they have noticed the kick to the head?
Maybe. Either way, you see Devvy come to. Would you have been noticing them and like watching them do so?
I think after this bitch is dead, I think Rubiki would have been like, what are they talking about, and who is dead?
Yeah. So you see Giselle kick Devvy and him like pop up.
would he overhear is Devvy shouting this, being like, "Who's the number of the freighter?" You know.
Yeah. You're not too far away. Pause on that real quick, just because she hasn't had much of a chance. Eliana, you see all this go down. What are you doing in the meantime? Are you
She's just
live,
really
Donna?
she's really into the antisocial part, so she's just refusing to answer. Getting in
Getting
character.
into the role play.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm like totally out of it today. So Eliana she sees Devvy come to, and she's very surprised that he's alive.
Would you say
It's
she's
all
disappointed?
thanks to Giselle's 19 that he's relatively unharmed.
Apart from the pounding
I
headache.
blame you, Giselle.
I mean,
All right.
He
what was
doesn't deserve to be alive.
ouch. That's mean to him. Rubiki. Oh,
Hey guys, I finally caught up to you.
oof.
We didn't want you here.
Well,
But Del Sol said that you could use the hand, so I came on over.
Devvy.
Del Sol asked for you, not us.
ouch.
Oh.
Oh.
Hey, Spike. Nice
Well,
spikes.
So Spike
You're so
at
funny.
this point is probably this is probably a bit messy and not very hygienic, but he's definitely wearing the pelt of the cat around his shoulders. And he's probably carrying the horn in hand. Devvy, I thought you were trying to avoid falling into more debt.
Well, yeah, I was hoping to get like a cut of helping you guys, and helping to pay off that debt.
Unfortunately, we didn't really.
I think he would be a little annoyed. And he gets annoyed about people this way, and he raises his voice. And so he looks at him, his glowing red eyes just staring into Devvy, not trying to intimidate him. And you're a fucking idiot to think that you could have attacked this thing. You're a merchant, not a fighter. You almost got yourself killed.
He did draw the creature out for us to be able to find it.
Ah, great.
Yeah, but he didn't do much other.
No. For once, I agree with Rafiki.
Devvy, this is the same thing. If you don't know how to shoot the damn thing, that thing is way too big for you, first of all. If you don't know how to fight, why are you running in here? At the least, you almost got yourself killed. At worst, you could have gotten all of us killed. So how about this?
I don't have to put up with that kind of shit, you guys. Look, I brought my gun and now it's broken in half. If it wasn't for me, then it would have been one of you guys that got ran over.
Or crazy idea. Spike took a giant horn to the gut, and your gun broke, and you're more concerned about that, not the fact that you nearly got eaten.
I don't have to put up with that. What was it?
To be fair, you patched me up pretty well.
Yes, but that's another thing.
No, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you got hit, Spike. That sucks. But to say that I didn't do no criffin' good out here is ridiculous. I risked my life to come and help you guys, and I almost bit it over here.
Alternatively, you understand that we are all... The chain is the weakest link. That is what we are. And surprise, my guy, guess who the weakest link is? You. You could have gotten all of us killed. You could have... And this Rubiki would start trembling over his words, getting angrier and angrier.
Hey, roll a persuasion, Rubiki.
Sweetles. Damn it. Go. 15 plus 2, so 15, 16, 17.
He's like, Devvy's clamming up a little bit, and he's kind of like scratching his head. You're right. I
Stick
just thought I
to
could
your-
help.
Stick to your talents. Everybody's got a piece to play in a machine. And if your piece isn't our piece, that's fine. You could have. You're a good merchant, not a good fighter. And he's talking with his hands, like he's pointing at him, like you're.
Is he a good
I'm a
merchant?
good engineer and not a good fighter, so does that mean I should go home too?
You used your engineer abilities, didn't you?
Yeah,
But you weren't up at the front lines.
that's not my place.
Exactly. You have your piece, I have my piece, we all have a piece.
And his piece was to draw the creature out for us so that we could kill it.
Yes, he was effective bait.
Exactly.
Yeah, wait,
I don't agree with using people as bait.
I
Well,
didn't do it intentionally, believe me.
I do it. I do if it meets the right circumstances, which in this case it was the right circumstances.
And
Therefore,
that's
not a problem. He's not dead. Neither are you. Neither is any of us. Therefore, we're fine.
Spike almost
Now, can
died,
we move
but,
on?
you know.
My gun's criffed, though.
that's a problem that you're going to have to learn to deal with.
Anyway, either way, it's colder than Hoth out here. Can I help you carry anything back anyway? For the trouble.
I don't. We weren't taking any meat or anything off that thing, were we?
Yeah, I mean, don't
Now
see
that you
why not.
mention it,
I mean, I will, considering I didn't get any food from someone this week.
Oof.
Yeah,
I
it wouldn't be
can
too
feel the
hard if you
knife.
guys if you guys took out your fibro knives or whatever you had and carved up. You got some lance cat steak.
Cool.
So there's probably not much left of the rock thrower there, but
Oh,
you spend a little bit of time and you can each get up to 5 lance cat steaks per party
Lance
member.
cat steak. All right. I'm rich.
How many per?
rich now, baby.
Five
Five.
each. Five lance cat steak. They count as about like one ration.
So 5 rations.
Yep.
No, hold on.
After doing so, the sun is starting to get go down a little bit. Beginning to get dark, a little bit cooler out. Do you guys make your way back to town? Or
Yes.
do you stay out? Okay.
Spike will guide everyone back. Which, by the way, another feature of Scout, as long as like everyone can see and or hear me, the party cannot be affected by difficult terrain.
All right. With that, and especially since you already made your way out there, I feel you could follow the trail back pretty easy, and you end up making it to town just as some of the street lamps and such are coming on. Is there anything in particular you guys are doing, or making your way to the canteen or anything?
Yeah, we could probably go get a beer after our adventure here.
Yeah. Hey, let me buy you all around. It's the least I can do.
I'm up for that.
yeah, I could drink.
As you make your way into the tavern, Del Sol is in there at the bar hanging out, and Devvy comes up and calls over Gam for a round for everybody, and she pours a round of the house ale, and there's rounds all over the counter at this point. If anybody would like to partake.
Do
And I do.
I do not.
I can't exactly move myself.
Gee.
Oh, here you go, dearies.
Spike definitely would.
Spike, dearie. What happened to your shoulder?
Oh, don't worry about it. It was just a, uh, uh, uh,
He got that big spike he's carrying shoved through his shoulder.
yeah.
Oh my.
Spike was spiked.
I? Spike, I hate to be a drag, but can you take your dripping rug out of me Griffin bar?
Nah,
Make it-
this thing would have dried up by now, surely.
Probably not.
He did just murder the thing.
Freshly killed.
Or at least take it back to the washroom.
He'll take a drink in the pelt and head to the washroom.
If you take a moment, you can clean it up pretty quick, even if you'd like. But what's everybody else?
Drinking a brewski.
Let's see, one. All right, we go. Rubiki is simply, looking around now at everybody, trying to assess what's going on. Where is he? There he is. And he's sitting next to Eliana, and he looks at her and he asks, why are you, in the lower voice, why are you so antisocial? Is there a specific reason? I mean, I'm antisocial, but even you, is this ooh. No offense, of course. I don't mean any.
I just like to be left alone. If you're so antisocial, don't you understand that?
I do. But
That's a lot of anti-socialism for somebody who tripped.
it's just, I guess everyone for me has, I don't know. You just really don't like people. Maybe that's it. It seems you just really don't like.
People hurt people. The more you're around people, they will hurt you. So I prefer to stay away from people.
People can also do good. They can do the darkest of dark things, but they can do the brightest of good things.
I don't believe that people are capable of good.
Are you saying you yourself are not capable of good?
Well,
Well,
stick around and find out.
fuck around, find out. Talk shit, get hit, Rubiki would shrug and just look back down at the table.
Well,
Not really
I
going.
am of the opposite idea that there's a spark of good in everybody. You might be a bad guy now, but one day you're gonna do something good.
Ileana looks over at Rebo and just says, well, aren't you just the bright optimist, aren't you? That'll be your fault one day.
Well, somebody's got to be the good guy, right? There aren't any bad guys if there aren't any good guys.
That is why you will never be successful.
What is good and what is bad is determined by who wins. I know that personally.
I will always win. Remember that.
Well, keep it in mind. I slipped on a piece of ice. And she trails off.
He just looks away.
Well, dearies, you're all winners today. Who wants some soup?
I'll take some soup.
On the house.
Oh, that's even better.
On the
Makes it
house.
taste good.
Aye. Del Sol inches over towards Spike. He's like, any news? Did you find my Uroctha?
Yeah, we did. It's a bloody mess in the middle of the woods, but the big cat that killed it is gone.
Aye. Well, I suppose I owe you anyway for that. Here. He gives each one of you 200 credits.
Ooh, I
Money.
like credits. Credits are
doesn't?
good.
I hope that covers your trouble.
I always appreciate it.
No. I wish I had more to give, but that's all I got. But if you ever need a favor, not that I can give much.
No, keep it in mind.
Yeah. Thanks again, Spike. And thanks all.
It was a pleasure.
Some time goes. You drink, you eat, you hang out. Spike, you regain 2 hit points because of soup.
Would this be
Yeah,
considered a short rest?
Yeah, I'd say it'd be a short rest if you'd like to. If anybody has anything that can be refilled by a short rest, feel free to do so.
Yeah.
Or I don't think anybody else lost hit points after that, so there's not really a
No.
need to roll hit die. For those that don't know, during a short rest, you guys can re-roll or roll hit die, which essentially regains hit points, as well
So
as
whatever you roll, you get for hit points back.
yes, for
Okay.
short rests.
Plus your con
I believe it's
adjustment.
your yes, I believe it's your hit die plus con,
Okay.
and each level you gain hit die. So
it's
just
like a
track
level
that
you
for
get
short rest.
2 hit dice. So
Yes.
okay.
Is there anything anybody else would do in the meantime?
Probably
Mm.
not.
Can't think of anything. Just eat and catch up with my sister.
Yeah,
Eating
I'm not even gonna
ketchup.
ask that one.
I believe some time passes and guests come in and they go. Gam's busy running around giving people her great soup. Alisla, when she'd get a break, she'd probably sit down with Giselle and ask her all about her adventure out in the woods and the great cat that was out there with it. And after a little bit, you hear the wind starts to howl a little bit more. The weather starts to take a bit of a turn as there's some heavy snowfall and wind. The door to the canteen opens, and in steps a figure in a coat and a slug rifle on his back as he's dragging multiple creatures, and he has two other individuals accompanying him, as a Zabrak and a human. As he flips his hood down, it reveals a pale white individual with like shadow around his eye. It appears to be a Poladuvan that enters, and he flips his hood down and throws down these kills of various forms of small wildlife, and each of his companion also has like a number of these creatures in nets that are dead that they throw down as well. A variety of different medium, small wildlife that's there, and as he flips his hood down, he stands there and he has this like air of ego that kind of throws off of him. Like he looks quite accomplished with himself. As he lets out a laugh, like, ha, ah, another good hunt. I return. Woman,
Ah,
pour me the drink for me and my friends. And
this
any
is-
traders that are around that would like to buy some fresh furs. Come, come. Bask at our hall. It is hearty.
Rudbiki. Oh, it was poor Leilani. Rudbiki would stand up, and he needed to talk to Cone anyways. And well, 1+1 is very easily who this is. He would turn around and walk to Cone and stand in front of him. He looks.
Can
at him
I
like,
help you, Chiss?
I have a name.
Would you like to
First-
buy some furs?
No, I'd like to talk to you.
Then talk. But don't waste my
That,
time.
That bounty that you put out. Right.
What bounty? Ah,
Oh.
that one! Devvy! You Rhodian scum! Do you have my money? Devvy
Let's-
kind of like shirks away.
Rudbiki, stands in the way, and if he looks past him, he moves to try to block the view. How'd you go about it? Did you do it the proper way?
I would like to ready my holdout blaster.
Did you
Giselle, are you trying to be sneaky about it?
I am.
Roll a stealth.
Can Javka also roll a stealth as he's kind of like pretending to be passed out in his chair?
Yeah.
Oh, it's very sleepy.
Maybe a deception instead.
A deception.
If you're trying to like kind of act, then it's deception.
I'm okay with deception. I'm okay with stealth. I don't care which one. You
Yeah,
tell
roll
me
a deception
which.
if you're trying to pretend to be like out of it sleeping, then yeah, roll a deception. Okay. It doesn't appear as if the thugs and Cone are aware.
That is a 23, good sir.
Oh my gosh, it does not appear as if they're aware.
Sorry,
Rubiki,
what was the result?
Cone's standing like hands on his hips and like looking up and down. He's a rather tall, Paladuvan, light-skinned individual with these like kind of black encased eyes and like blue crystal clear pupils. And he's like, maybe you do not know who I am.
Hey, Will.
Prick. That I know.
Did you say that?
Yes.
Okay, hold on that. What were you saying, Sneaky?
I'm going to assume since I've been here that I've at least some kind of history with Cone.
I'll leave that to you. He's generally a boastful, loud guy that's like very like pompous about being one of the greatest hunters in the area. He has been gone for about a week now, just returning on this expedition of his. What would you say? Would you have like stayed out of his way or just?
Well, I'm going to say, with Spike being a hunter himself, and being the quote-unquote town watch, that absolutely not. He would definitely have some kind of history with Cone. And
Okay.
because of this, he's just going to forego any stealth and take his holdout blaster and just kind of set it on the bar.
Hey,
Relax.
roll a d10, and the higher this d10 will be essentially the quality of Cone's previous engagements with you. Either he would, 1, hate you, or, as a 10, respect you.
Okay.
Roll that. Roll that quality of life thing there, as it almost seems like An eon passes as Rubiki and Cone stare at each other. How tall's Rubiki?
Uno.
Oof.
Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Oof.
Rutbiki is 5'10".
5'10"?
So he's you know, he's a bit taller than average for humans, but
Okay.
not like towering.
Cone stands right about 6 foot, so
Yeah.
it's not too much of a difference. You guys are pretty eye to eye. A
I-
4 on that 10 is, I'd say that Cone's generally indifferent about Spike, but on the side of not liking.
Hey, Spike, you ought to show him your pelt that you got today.
I believe I already am. As he's still wearing it across his neck on his back, full on display to anyone behind him.
Cone's like looks over after hearing the blaster slam on the table. Is that the... What the hell is that?
Spike is going to spin around in his I'm assuming it's a bar
Oh well.
stool.
Tell you.
I'm assuming it's a bar stool.
Yeah.
He's going to spin around and sort of play with the with the horn in his hand, just kind of moving it between his fingers, kind of eyeing it. Why don't you tell me what it is?
Oof.
That is the pelt of a lance cat. Who did you steal that from? At about this time,
Oh.
also in between, Del Sol's like, nope, I'm out. He squirrels by them and just runs on out. Who did you steal that from, Spike?
Oh, the usual. Some passerby in the woods.
Spike,
what I
didn't you
thought.
kill that all on your own?
Not a no, not on his own.
Something like that.
It was more geared to help
Bullshit.
Spike.
I was there. I saw the whole thing.
This washed up hick couldn't do that.
At this point,
I
Rubiki
couldn't
would
believe my eyes either.
kind of like, kind of not slam his foot, but like make a noise with it, like, and go, "You still haven't answered my question."
The Cone looks back down at Rubiki. I am sorry. What was the question?
What did you go through the proper channels to set up the bounty? I won't ask again.
Oh, yes, of course.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Through the Republic. You did?
Cone gets, close. Almost awkwardly close. Fuck the Republic.
That would be
Rubiki
no.
Rubiki would take a sort of a breath. I see. And would now just fucking punch the shit out of him at this point. Would go to punch him.
Okay, make an attack.
Sweet.
He has his, hands on his hip.
Wrong tab.
He's kind of defensive, but he's not super ready for it. Make it with advantage if you like.
With advantage, alright. Whee!
Let's go down. Let's pause time for a second here. What's everybody doing? You see these two thugs.
Go ahead.
The one thug has a blaster rifle, kind of strung across his chest. The other one has a bunch of what appear to be throwing knives and two blaster pistols. The thug 2 has the 2. Thug, now marked thug 1, has the blaster rifle. Cone on his back has strapped a slug rifle, or slug thrower, and hands on his hips. Jothka you're pretending to be asleep last. Are you still doing so?
He is pretending to be asleep while also having his hands on both of his tech blades.
Okay, that's fine. Devvy is awkwardly trying to like kind of make it look like he's not aware of what's going on right now. He's there like face in his drink.
That's just for me.
Just so.
Damn it.
You still stealthing out your holdout?
Sure am. I'm waiting for whoever wants to draw a weapon first will be ready action shot in the forehead.
Gotcha. Rebo.
I would probably attempt to roll over the bar and pull Gam and Elisa down below the bar.
Okay. Roll me an acrobatics.
Okay. God.
Spike. Sneaky.
Whoops,
What's Spike doing?
Mike was muted. Spike is going to down the rest of his drink.
Okay.
What?
Roll a con. With advantage.
With it.
Yeah, Spike's done this before. Aliana. What are you doing?
Aliana is looking at the table, but she has her hand on her blaster and she's listening very intently, because the moment that this asshole makes a move on Rothbeaky, it's Rothbeaky that's getting that is getting in a fight, right?
Oh yeah, how that?
Yep, Rupiki.
The moment this asshole attacks Rudbiki, he's getting his ass beat.
Noted. Okay, so Rupiki threw a punch, right?
Yep.
That was a 19?
19, yeah, with advantage it'd have been 19.
Yep. Okay. You slug Cone across the face, and he stumbles back. And his two thugs, the Thug 2 draws both his blaster pistols and points them at Rubiki.
Ready to action.
Thug 1 raises his blaster rifle. Rebo, with that 14 acrobatics, like as that happens, yeah, you tumble around and you're able to kind of cover Elisla. She acceptantly like ducks to the floor with a little bit of a yelp. And I assume all of you, essentially, it's Mexican standoff time, as you hear a bunch of like clicks and zips and snaps of blades coming out and blasters being pointed.
I'm not even giving them a chance. The man who drew his blaster pistols, the two pistols on Ruthbeki, is going to take a shot.
Hold that. Before you're able to fire, you hear a blast go off behind the bar as multiple bolts fly into the ceiling and like dust comes down. Everybody kind of unexpectedly seeing Gamdona with a scatter blaster.
Kind of knew. Like
she has a scatter
shotgun.
blaster, and she yells, "No, no, no, no! Not in here, dearies! Get the hell out!"
Rudbiki
Take
would
it outside.
Rudbiki would look and would nod. You know, it's her place. And he turns to Cohen and goes, "I'll continue your ass speeding outside." And he pushes past them. And he just waits outside.
Where is the old lady right this second?
Fuck.
Fuck.
Oh, Spike, what was your Constitution save? Or
Nat fucking
check.
20.
Just down it.
Yeah, you down it and like slam the mug down about the same time that Gam's firing, and you don't even flinch. You just like you knew it was coming. Like this happened before. There's probably an impact on the ceiling above you. At the same situation, you were just ready for it. And Spike gets a oh my god, inspiration. For those that don't know, inspiration, you can essentially expend it once to apply advantage to any roll, or you can give it to people if you like. So Cone kind of like, he's pissed and kind of bleeding out the side of his lip, and he's like glancing over at Gamdona, like he's thinking about like intimidating her, but she's like gives that mom glare back, and he's like, "Oh, yep, I'm out." And him and his thugs step outside, and they're now on the main street over
At
here.
that point, Jothka raises his head finally and looks at Gamdona. Is there a back door, dearie?
Oh yes.
God, you don't want to
Guys-
come out and see the fun times?
You don't want to be a part of this.
No, I intend to be part of this. I just prefer
Okay.
to remain unseen. And
Oh, yeah.
Jothko, where is it?
Hold on again.
Essentially that little like curved portion.
But I know
Jothko
where it
would.
is. Evo,
Yes.
would I know where the back door is anyways? Being, yeah, it's only been about 5 years.
Yeah, you might know. I'd say both you and Jothka, if you were spent any considerable time near the canteen, you'd probably have eyes on like the place where they take garbage or whatever.
I'll give Gams a nod and beckon over to Jothka for him to follow her out the back.
Jothko would have already been making his way to that back door and slinking his way around the side of the building to wherever he could remain hidden. So I
Yeah.
guess probably would have went out this back door here and then would be hiding behind here.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and move your pieces wherever you feel like you would be. As Cone now has his slug thrower in hand, and his two thugs also have their blaster and blaster pistols.
Okay, perfect.
Um,
Do you want us to roll stealth? Or would
yes,
you
if
say
you're
the stuff-
trying to be stealthy, go ahead and roll your stealth.
Okay.
And please put your
And
tokens out on the map here, wherever you feel that you would be.
Jothka, I would follow you. And Rebo, could you roll a d20 for me and let me know what it is?
That's another 23 for stealth on Jothka.
Damn, yep, you appear to be hidden. You're moving pretty daftly. Rebo, as Elisla comes back to Stan, she nods at you and's like, "Thanks."
Oh, that's my pleasure. I guess I'll roll back across the bar
You could do so easily.
and the other people went out the door, right?
Someone at the front, someone at the back, yeah.
Yes, we got Spike and Rudbiki out front on the main street, facing down the thugs' cone.
Okay. I'd probably go out the front door as well.
Can you roll my
Um,
stealth for me real quick? I'm sorry.
What do you want to do?
I'll roll it for you.
Okay.
And see what the situation is out there.
That is
And
a
then
18 for Giselle.
It's a 22 altogether.
Okay, yep. You sneak out right behind Jothka, just about as sneaky as he is. Appear to be hidden. Currently, also, there's quite a bit of wind going down the main street. There is snow kind of skirting about, coming down. The weather is not very nice right now, so that would obscure you even greater. Eliana, what are you doing?
Whoops, sorry, I was trying to use the wrong thing. I am joining the party and I'm just hanging behind really far because I don't want to like join this fight. I just want to laugh and see how badly it goes.
Just
You stand out there, and Cone and his thugs are facing towards Spike, Rebo, Beaky. Wind is howling, blowing past. The snow scurries across the ground, some of it kind of stacked against the corners of the building. And the wind kind of like hinching and needling at your face as you squint your eyes. Cone's gripping his slug thrower, and you can almost hear his like gloves kind of tense against the grip of the rifle.
Rootbeaky would look at Cone and look at him. He'd just say, "We don't have to get. No one has to die. I just want to beat your ass on a one-on-one fight. If you're such a great hunter, you don't need the gun. You can just use your fists."
Sneaky.
Come on, Cone. We're all successful hunters here. Let's just have some good old fun fisticuffs. I'll buy us all drinks afterwards.
Cone spits on the ground with a like bloody saliva that splatters into the the white snow, turning it red. And he smirks with like a bloody smile.
I'm going to tap Spike on the shoulder and say, "Hey, you're pretty good at this. I think you're going to do real well." And do a potent aptitude on him. Which
You
is a
all
bonus
did.
action.
You all did.
Can I use do a action tech ability?
We'll see if you have enough time.
Okay.
Because he's like, eat slug. Everybody, roll initiative.
I always forget what it is. What is it? Your roll plus just your base
Dex.
initiative?
Dexterity.
Okay.
Unless you have a
I'm
specific
going
feat.
to. I'm going to use something real quick. I'm going to end up using another maneuver of mine. The only other maneuver that I know.
You'll do this on your turn. You have no
Yes
time
and
to
no.
react.
It is something that affects initiative directly.
Okay.
So let's see. Let me find which word it is because it doesn't. Gotta fucking find it. Where is it? Where it is? You have to creature weapon attack. Yeah.
Zel, do you need us to roll initiative for you?
Go ahead and roll initiative. I'll find the damn thing. Is there aid?
Van?
Yes, please.
That is an 18 plus your 2, so an unnat 20.
Here he goes. One step ahead. When you roll initiative and you are not surprised, which I'm assuming I'm not, because staring at this dude,
You are not surprised.
I can expend a superior die and add the number that I roll on the D4 to it. So right now it's at 8, so I use one of those.
Okay. Yep, go ahead and add that.
So 8, 9, 10. 8. Where am I? There we go. There we go. Fuck. Got it. I'll organize all this stuff. There's my 12. Okay.
Are we all set on initiative?
Believe so.
Seeing no complaints. Thug 1 got a nat 20.
Damn it.
Thug 1 raises his blaster rifle and fires it at Rebo. Does a 14 hit, Rebo?
Armor class is 13, yes.
$11 damage. You got
Alright, go
max damage
down.
on that hit. Rebo is struck, knocking him out. That is Thug 1's turn. We are moving to Giselle.
Peek around the corner for a sneak attack. On who is the closest thug to me?
Thug 1, the one that just shot. You see as
cool. Perfect.
this red bolt impacts Rebo, knocking him.
Let's test out the new shaving mechanic in this game as I throw a bolt at his head.
You throw a bolt at him? Like a lug nut?
no, I'm shooting him.
Oh.
Does a 10 to hit.
That unfortunately does not hit. As your shot flies by, alerting them position.
Well,
Is there anything else you...
yeah. I'm gonna hide back around the corner.
Okay. Are you using like a cunning action for that?
We don't get that until level 2, so I'm just kind of chilling there.
Never mind. But yeah, you can move back and get full cover. Like... Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Interaction let Jothka know that he probably should leave.
Jothka's aware. On that, it's if there's nothing else you have, it's Jothka's turn.
And
My question. Is Jothka still stealth? Since he rolled that 23 and is hiding behind that.
I'd say that, especially since your turn is like right after yourselves, there you can still have any benefits still.
Okay. Jothka would like to move up, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. My question, since he's moving from stealth and moving up to this Thug 1 to attack him, my question is, would he have advantage since he would be moving from stealth to attack him, or no?
Would Jothka have advantage?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, he was focusing on blasting Rebo.
Okay.
It has been like milliseconds.
Gotcha. Okay.
He would not expect this dude sprinting up to him.
So he's drawing both of his tech blades, one in the left hand, one in the right hand, and he's going to make 2 attacks. Do you want to do advantage on one attack and then no advantage on the second, or do both get advantage?
Just get both.
Both? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. With that said, since he has advantage on the attack, he does get sneak attack on the first attack.
Okay.
The first attack is going to be a 19 to hit. The second is going to be a 16 to hit.
Both hit.
Okay, and I'll just roll all 3 of them together. So it's 3d6. So the left one plus this one, so let's see here. That is going to be 12 plus 3 for the first attack, plus another 3 for the second attack. So that is going to be 18 damage to Thug number 1.
You kill him. As you stab your blades into him, he goes limp and falls down.
That is going to be all that Jothka does at this moment in time because he's used both of his attacks and his movement.
All right. It is Spike's turn.
Well, Seeing as how these uncultured swine have decided that their weapons need to do their talking, Spike is going to do the same that he did to the cat before, and let his blaster carbine just kind of swing at the sling across his shoulders and take out his vibro spear
Gotcha.
and charge Cone.
Go ahead. Cone is in the middle of raising up his slug thrower toward you as you come at him.
And I will roll to stab him. Oh, I should say, Ranger's Quarry on Cone, of course, to get that extra D4 damage as well as being able to track him better should something happen.
Naturally.
I'm gonna roll my damage and hit at once. Oof, yeah, no, that's gonna be a miss. That's a 2 on the die.
Yes. Correct. He's raising up his slug thrower and you kind of bat your spear away with the barrel. Is there anything else Spike would like?
Nope.
Okay, Rebo, can you go ahead and make me a death saving throw?
Yep, I sure can. Oh, that's not good. I rolled a natural 1.
Rebo has 2 fails at this time, with 1 available remaining. Rebo is sucking air, going into shock, as the blaster bolt that struck his chest directly is still smoldering. It is Rudbiki's turn.
Even if a member is dead, I can still use an aid action, right?
Yes, you can attempt to do a medical check as an action. Try to stabilize him.
I'm gonna try that.
Oh, okay.
So I run over to good old Rebo, and I attempt to stabilize him so he at the least doesn't die.
Or if you have any healing abilities,
I have
attempt that as well.
Would you consider the administer aid one or no?
Does that give health points back?
Yes.
Then yes.
Okay.
That would probably have. Does that just what is that? Just the D4?
It's the D4 plus my intelligence modifier.
Okay. Yep. That'll automatically stabilize Rebo.
Okay.
He is no longer in death saves, and he'll be conscious with whatever health points that he just got back from.
Alright, then I'll do that. Then let me do that and blank. Let me do D4 then. The best. My intelligence. It is going to be a total of 5 points.
Okay. How would you say that you administer it? Do you have some type of healing device? A little health gun or something?
I wouldn't say that. I would say that because he went through training in the Navy and the
Combat
Rebel
lifesaver.
Alliance. Yeah, he knows basic aid. Nothing too big, but enough to make it so that someone doesn't die. So he takes out some of his things. Gets a little I guess sort of like a bandage and puts it on him and does CPR to try to help him breathe.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, what'd you say? 5 health points?
Yes, total of 5.
Yep. Rebo is now conscious again, 5 HP. Is there anything else Rudbiki would like to do?
Rudbiki will use his critical analysis on Thug number 2.
Okay. And what does that do again?
Critical analysis is when I analyze a hostile creature, my attack and damage rolls made with weapons with the finesse property or blaster weapons against that target may use my intelligence mod instead of strength or dex for 60 seconds, or until I choose a new one.
Okay.
And other than that, I stand up after doing that and get ready to now attack. Next turn.
Gotcha. Being Cone's turn, Cone is going to break off without disengaging, so if Spike would like a opportunity attack, he may do so.
Oh, absolutely. That is a 17.
17 hits.
That potency thing, can that be added to damage?
No, it's just a 20-sided roll.
Damn.
What is the damage on that?
The damage is a 6 kinetic.
6 kinetic. Yeah. Okay, Cone's going to essentially run and U-turn and fire a shot of his slug thrower at Spike. And he's a 17 to hit. And if 17 hits, that's 6 damage to Spike. As you're impacted with a kinetic damage from a slug. That'll be Cone's turn on the slug, thug at number 2. Who,
Spike is not looking too hot.
Thug number 2 points his 2 blaster pistols at Rubiki and fires 2 shots. With a 15 and a 5. Rubiki, what's your AC? Kelsey,
Yes.
what's your AC?
Sorry, can you remind me what that means?
Armor class.
It would be 12. I don't know why I forgot
12?
that.
Okay, the 15 hits, dealing 4 energy damage from one of his blast pistols. The other shot goes wide.
Got it.
He's also going to fall back to about there. That'll be Thug number 2's turn. It is Eliana's turn. Mandertano, are you there? Push to talk.
Ground control to command.
Sorry. You're gonna. So, who are the thugs that we have left? We have one thug left, right?
And
We have
then,
Thug
yeah.
2, and we have Cone himself. Cone's out
Okay.
in the middle of the street over here, and the Thug next to kind of behind a building.
Okay. So Ileana is watching all of this, and she is full of dismay. She is very disappointed in the friends that she has chosen. And she decides to pull out her blaster pistol and send a shot straight through the heart of Coon.
Oh, it's called shot.
Called shot. If you're making a called shot, you'll do the attack roll with disadvantage,
Okay.
but it could yield benefit.
That's a d20, right?
Yes.
D20, yep. D20 plus your attack modifier.
2, and you take the lowest of the 2.
$14, and then what's your attack modifier? That'll be your whatever.
I'm looking. Give me a second.
Oof.
Where is that on this character sheet?
So, if you're using a ranged weapon, it's usually dexterity. So
Oh,
whatever
there it is. There it is. It's
dexterity
plus 3.
modifier is, plus your
It says
proficiency
7.
bonus.
Plus my proficiency bonus? I don't think do I have that? I don't know.
So
Oh,
plus
it's
2.
+2. So
Bottom
19.
half.
19 to hit. Okay, that hits Cone. Go ahead and roll your damage. What weapon are you using?
A blaster carbine.
Okay. If I'm not mistaken, that's a D8.
Okay.
Roll a D8 plus dexterity for damage.
So dexterity plus 1 is 8.
8 damage. Because of that called shot, I'm going to go ahead and double that damage to 16. He kind of stumbles back and lets out a yell and grasps the chest as you hit him square in the center.
Is he dead though?
No, he doesn't look good. I'll do a constitution save. If so, or if he fails this constitution save, he'll forego his next turn. He passed the constitution save. So he's still up and he'll still go, but it did do double damage. Is there anything else that Eliana would like to do?
Eliana would like to find new friends.
Not happening.
Oh, you
stuck
almost
with
lost
us.
one friend.
I'll get rid of you one day, Root Beaky.
I'm not the one that nearly died. What do you mean? I'll smack you.
Okay.
Look at you.
Fuck one's
Okay.
dead. So, go.
What happened?
We're back to Giselle.
Look at my bapping stick.
Seeing old Cone just take a shot to the chest, I'm gonna give him another little shot of my own. Shoot at him again from my corner of hiding.
Go ahead.
Never mind, I can't land a shot this fight.
Oof.
It's all good. You'll get your chance. What are you doing? Firing your holdout blaster?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your bolt from your holdout blaster goes flying past him. Is there anything else that you'd like to do?
I will hold here because I don't think it's safe yet.
Jotka?
Jothka is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to take a swing at Cone with one of his tech blades.
He will utilize parry on your first attack.
Okay.
Essentially giving him +3 to his AC.
Okay. I rolled a 21.
Never mind, it gets him anyway.
Okay. That's going to be 8 damage to Cone.
Alrighty.
How's he looking? Is he down or is he still up?
He's still up, but it doesn't look like he's good.
Okay. I'm going to again take another swipe at him. That die is cocked, sir.
Whereabouts are you?
Over here. It reads a 10, but
Roll that again.
I don't know. Okay.
Roll it. I don't like cocked dice. I want to be sure. I want to be certain.
Okay,
Bullshit.
that is a 19 plus 5, so 24.
24
And
hits.
let me roll the d6 again. That is going to be 6 damage.
6 damage? Gotcha.
Yes.
At this point, it looks like he's holding on by a thread. He's
Okay.
like bleeding out of every orifice, and he's pale. Paler than usual. He's like glowing pale.
That is going to be Jothka's turn.
This would be
Alright.
a good time to help this man surrender.
Fuck him.
Uh,
He can die.
Spike, it's your turn.
Okay,
Likey wikey.
I'm here. What is Thug 2 doing?
Thug 2 has his two blaster pistols out. He just got done firing at Rudbeki and then took cover behind that wall, essentially.
Spike is going to roll to attack on Thug 2.
Roll the attack.
Don't forget you have that potent
We're sneaky.
aptitude thing too.
Thanks for reminding. What, Kels?
What?
You said my name?
Yeah, I said get him, sneaky.
Oh, gotcha.
Get him. Stab him.
I'm going to save the potency and take the 16 to hit.
16 to hit? That hits.
Okie doke.
Let's see that.
I don't get the D4 because this is not my quarry. But that is an 8 kinetic damage.
Yeah, you get him really good. He's not quite dead yet, but he is wounded. Anything else, Spike? Like?
After giving him a good slash, Spike is just going to point his Viper Spear at him, spear thrumming away, and his turn.
Gotcha. It is Rebo's turn. Rebo, you're back up.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand up, which takes half my movement, if I remember right.
Correct.
And I'm gonna move 15 feet straight this way. And I'm gonna say out loud, I'd surrender if I were you. And I'm gonna start shooting the dead Thug 1.
Shoot at the dead one.
Yeah.
All right, that's an instant hit. And you scorch his already dead body.
I was pissed because he shot me.
Screw that.
Roll an intimidation. See how much they accept that.
Intimidation. That's a 17.
-1 on your intimidation. Okay.
Yep.
It's still pretty damn good though.
I'm not that intimidating.
I'll roll wisdom saves on these guys. And shit, both of them fail. Never mind. Okay.
Well, it do be like that sometimes.
Good googly moogly. Alright, you feel that it has an effect. Anyway, is there anything else that Reba would like to do?
Nope, that was about it. I just keep shooting at the dead guy.
Rudbeki, it's your turn.
Rudbeki, now having, made sure that Rebo didn't die, is looking at Cone with just... Hold on, how far is he? Let's see, how far do I move? 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Damn it! Close. Fuck it. Would I be able to throw my vibro blade?
Yeah, I think so. Does it have a thrown property to it? It should.
I
don't believe vibro blades do.
Vibro
Vibro daggers.
Vibro daggers.
Yeah.
It's 20 to range is 20 to 60 thrown.
For the
20,
dagger.
I would guess be minimum range to throw it, and 60 max range.
For a
So if
vibro
you-
blade or for a vibro dagger?
Vibro dagger.
Ah, yeah,
okay.
I
So you probably could throw the vibro blade, but it'd probably be with disadvantage. As
Fuck
it's
it, I'll
not
do it.
intended to be thrown.
I'll do it. I'll feel like a spear. I'm going for
Gonna hit him.
code.
Gonna hit him with the blunt end. Honk.
If I get a
Boing.
nat 1, I'll be very happy. Alright, yeah, I'll roll with disadvantage for it.
You break
That's a
it.
3, so, yikes. That's an 11. Would I get any pluses to this if I'm rolling with disadvantage?
You'd probably get your dexterity, but not proficiency.
Hey, you know what I can do? As is my bonus action, critical analysis on good old boy, so I'm gonna use my intelligence one instead. So that'll be 3,
You
4, 5, 6, 7. It'll be a 7.
Misses.
Okay, well,
Your vibro blade goes long and it lands like over.
I'm glad I'm behind you.
or there's an attempt. It'd have been cool.
It like goes over Cone's head. Is like woof, 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 woof. He's like, oh shit.
Glad that didn't hit me.
And
That
there's
was rude.
There is nothing else that I can do. So, potato.
All right. Who's next? It's Cone's turn. Cone's going to throw down his slug thrower, then put his hands up, and like take a step back.
Attack of opportunity.
Sure.
Wait, we're trying to.
With Cone steps back with his hands up and his slug thrower on the ground in front of you.
Jothka is actually going to flip his blade around in his hand, and instead of using the blade, he's going to use his fist to like sock him in the face.
Okay. Go
if
ahead
he
and make
does
that as
this.
an unarmed strike then.
Thankfully, because he is an Akani, his unarmed attacks are a d6. That is going to be a 17 plus 5, good sir.
That hits.
And that is going to be a 7 for damage as Jothka just socks him in the face.
As he's like putting his hands up and starting to take a step back, he just clonk. He out cold. He flops backwards.
Yeah, he's doing that because he is not trying to kill him.
Cone is.
Jothka is
Boring.
as Jothka does that, he's going to turn and look at the thug. Unless you want to end up as your friend over there, who is quite literally dead, and is your so-called fearless leader, knocked the fuck out, I suggest you throw down your weapon and give the fuck up.
The thug number 2 is going to turn and run to the rear without disengaging. Spike taking an attack or letting it go.
Spike is letting him go.
As he's running, he turns around with the 2 blaster pistols and points it towards the 2 of you. As he's about to take a shot, a blaster bolt comes off from this direction over here, dropping him.
Weaklings.
That is the end of initiative.
Alright, sweet.
The wind continues to howl, but everything seems a little bit more still. Still. It's still.
Beaky, after this, would just walk over, grab his vibro blade first of all, and then
Did we see where that blaster bolt came from?
Anybody that can see this guy over here can tell.
Shit about that. Taking this, the vibro blade, he'd look at Cone, and then at Spike, and then would look at Spike with the most serious face ever. Do you want him alive?
Before you even get the chance, Jothka is just gonna grab Cone by the leg and start dragging him back towards the bar.
I prefer nobody to have to die.
Yep, you can you can take Cohen pretty easily back. He's not the heaviest guy.
He's like, he's not trying to like pick him up. He's literally just grabbing both of his feet and just dragging him along the ground.
Yeah, it's slick ground. You can use it pretty
Okay.
easily.
There's-
Anybody over in this direction can see that there's an individual that has like a bit of a black like trench coat and a large blaster pistol. It looks like some type of enhanced blaster pistol pointing down at the thug number 2. He's kind of inspecting.
That doesn't happen to be the mysterious stranger that was in the bar, is it?
If anybody would have noticed the mysterious stranger in the corner, it seems to be the same guy. Upon inspecting the thug, he reholsters his blaster pistol underneath his trench coat. And he faces towards Spike and Rebo and starts heading in the direction.
I'll walk over towards him. I'll tell him that was a good shot.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Thanks,
good at shooting dead guys, but I didn't get a chance on the live guys.
Yeah, you really scared him though. How's it go on? My name's Reggie, mate. He puts out his to the either of you.
His hand, I'll shake his hand.
Have I seen him around town before?
Yeah. He's been hanging around for a little bit. Maybe just a few days here.
Spike.
So what's your business in town?
Well, these blokes actually.
Oh, are you a bounty hunter?
Not exactly. Let's can we get out of the cold, mate?
Sure.
Have a
Let's
bit of a
go
chat.
in and- Let's go in and have a beer and talk about it.
Sure. I'd like to talk to you and your friends.
I start
We'll
heading
certainly
into
do
the
with
bar.
another one.
If it's not too much trouble. So he heads in, and as he approaches the bar and whispers to, or really whisper, he approaches Gam, asks if he could have the back room, and she nods and he gives her a coin. He goes and waits in the back room, which is a bit of almost like a private party area, longer big table. People sometimes rent it out for meetings and such. So he's over in the back room, and he had asked for the group to join him. Does everybody head back in there?
Yeah, I'd head back.
Can Rubiki search Cone?
Sure. What are you looking for?
Literally
Okay.
anything that I think that Cone might value.
Well, he had a slug thrower on him. He had a few of those fur pelts. Maybe like a big vibro knife, almost like a
Alright.
Bowie knife size.
So he did have those. I'm going to take them.
Put you in there.
What do you
I want to
take?
be very
pelts?
clear. Everything.
Okay, yeah. You have a slug thrower, a big
hold
old
on.
like
I'll,
vibro
keep
Bowie
it
knife.
here. It's another thing. Where's my... Alright. Equipment. Right. Boink. Alright, so I got pelts, vibro, Bowie knife. And is that it? Just the pelts, the slug thrower, and how many pelts? 3?
Yeah, we'll say like maybe 4. Yeah, like 4 like hides, more rare.
Pelts.
Valued at about 50 credits each. and he had about 100 credits on him.
Slug thrower. Those.
Is everybody else making their way into the meeting room? Is anybody?
Yep, I'm sure they are.
Already there.
Yep, going in.
All
100
right.
credits.
Yeah, at the end of the table, there's this dude in a black trench coat. He has like some type of combat suit underneath with like straps and holsters. Decent attire, a bit of like scruffy hair and like a 5 o'clock shadow going on. So, looks like kind of looks over all of you back and forth. And you all have like a drink that he bought for you set in front of you. So, thanks for coming. I have to be honest. It wasn't actually you lot that I was here for. But suppose it works. Name's Reggie. What's yours?
I am Rebo.
Cheers, mate.
Spike.
Pleasure, mate.
Good old
Is that it?
Rudbiki would
Giselle.
Cheers.
Rudbiki would say his entire name, Nuda Kalak Rudbiki, in his native Shinoa language, of course, but would look at him and say, "Just call me Rudbiki."
Right.
Music. Who else? We're missing.
Rebel
The
Alliance.
antisocial one is Eliana. She's the Torgreta.
Cheers. Right. Yeah, my name's Reggie. I was actually sent here. I was looking for people that might be able to do a job. Oh, not to lie, I was actually eyeing up that guy. He's a renowned hunter. I was kind of hoping for a hunter, but
Fuck him.
he nods over to Spikes. It's like, it appears like you might be well versed in it as well. But,
I've been around.
Town.
Killing is an art. I consider myself an artist.
Too true. Too true. Some aren't exactly as fashionable at the craft, and some are a little bit more volatile of artists as well. I'm from the planet Malaran. I'm in the service of the Queen Canwin Halika of the
Question.
Amal dynasty. Yeah.
DM question.
Yes.
Would I know this from my travels?
Roll a lore check. It's a small, tucked away outer rim kind of planet.
Got it. Let me roll.
Kind of like a kingdom that's
Okay,
just kind of coming to in the recent years.
That's
Queendom
roll.
dynasty.
Plus 12. 16.
16.
Yes.
You may have heard about it. And
Okay.
pretty much what I said is it's a very small, kind of rudimentary, old school, traditional kind of planet.
Alright.
Planet itself is a temperate climate, warmer than this place.
Excuse
Made
me.
up of a lot of rolling hills and some lush forest, and a few major cities around the planet.
Rubiki would nod, having heard a little bit about it, but not knowing too much.
Yeah, I'm in the service of the Queen, and I'm tasked looking for a group of potential skilled individuals that might be able to assist us with a little pesky problem. Naturally, it pays well. This is kind of my job, going around and looking for people, and figured come to this little settlement that's known for hunters might be possibly advantageous. And seeing as you killed the individuals I was originally looking for, perhaps you would be interested in filling the spot. Get off this this fucking ice cube.
That
Could
sounds
you
interesting to me.
elaborate?
Yeah, I'm not exactly privy to all the details currently, but essentially they're looking for people that are skilled at hunting, mercenary work. The kingdom's currently involved in some current altercations that have been essentially taking most of their military power, and they're looking for some people that are willing to assist them in ulterior missions outside the scope of their usual military.
And what
Right.
can we expect in terms of transport to this world? Do you have transport ready for us, or do we need to procure our own?
No, I have my personal ship here. Be happy to take it back. It's not the prettiest thing, but it'll get you there.
What's the pay?
Well, mission-based, it's a rather wealthy kingdom. Just manpower is the issue that they've been having, so they're looking for a good crew. It'll pay you well. But I'm sure it's negotiable. Room, board, pay. Getting you off of this place.
All sounds good.
Giselle, are you comfortable leaving this place so soon after coming back? Do you have your sister?
Hmm. How much space is aboard your ship?
Enough for a small crew.
If you could use a running leader, I could offer my sister a spot.
Potentially. Is she capable?
She can follow simple directions at the very least, from what I understand.
Right. I can think about it. If you vouch for it. Naturally, I saw you lot in action here, and I don't mean to be sneaky about it, but I followed you as you were down in that that rather nasty feline. Is your shoulder okay, mate? Took a right nasty skewer right there.
I'll be fine.
Right. That's good to hear.
One last question,
Yeah.
for me at least.
Yeah, Rupiki, was it?
Yeah. Is this a planet of the New Republic, or is this a completely independent planet?
Currently, it's still independent. It, while the Empire was, kind of in control of these regions, they had authority over it. They garrisoned the planet, but, as the Remnant retreated, they have their own sovereignty now. Currently established in their own kingdom.
Oh.
But they haven't had much contact with the New Republic yet. Probably not quite in their jurisdictions at the moment. They're aware of them.
I'm willing to go. As long as hopefully I get paid what I want.
Yeah. Sure thing. What do you say to Gruda?
I'll follow these weirdos. They've been kind of interesting, spicing up my life.
Yeah, I'll say. These bastards are right pleasure to watch from a distance.
In
Plus,
other
it's
notes,
fun sometimes to save their ass.
little.
Yeah. Does your crew have a name?
No.
No, we do not. I don't know if we would call ourselves a crew. We've only met yesterday, in fact.
Really? Well, you fight like you've been together for a while.
We are allies through predicament.
Aye. Sometimes fate brings us together. Well,
Aye, that it does.
Seeing that, I believe that if people want to follow, they can follow. If not, then we should probably get going.
yeah, that's fine with me. If y'all in agreement, I'll let y'all gather your things. I'll be on the ship. It's over at the main space dock. Take your time. Gather what you need for the trip, and we'll be heading out. Any other questions for me?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
I think that covers everything for me.
You have some reservations, Spike?
I've got a lot to lose here. This place has no one.
Right.
This galaxy may be looking in favor of the Republic, but as you can see, Imperial sentiments still exist.
Spike, I'll tell you what. I'll help you with this. I still have contacts in the Republic. If you come with us, I will pull some strings to get some extra patrols out here. And I might even be able to get some guards stationed here. If that would make you feel better.
You'll give your word on this.
Yes, I will do my utmost best. I will use what contacts I do have to get some extra out here. Worst comes to worst, I call in CHIS contacts, but even they can still station guards and patrol.
I'll hold you to that.
I will get right on that the moment I have the chance.
Yeah, and after that hearty display out in the main block, I don't think anybody's gonna be causing too much trouble knowing that unlawfulness won't be handled nicely here.
Neat.
So is it settled then?
I'd say it is.
Fine for me. I mean,
Fair enough. Well, I'll be out at my ship. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them there. Otherwise, cheers. As he stands and walks to the door.
I'll follow behind as I intend to go talk to Ellie.
Reggie heads back towards the ship.
I would say I will be right back to the party, and I will say, I look at Spike, I'll go and try to contact them now. And
Is there anything that you all would say to each other before parting the table?
Other than, go ahead.
Or is everybody just in agreement?
And we're all just in agreement.
Yeah, I think we're ready to move on.
I've been on this
become-
planet too damn long.
I would.
Jothka would look to Giselle and tell her that when you are all ready to leave, come collect me. I will be at my own home. It is still mine, after all.
Technically,
Rudbiki would go home and attempt to get in contact with some of his old friends using a communicator to see who he can get on the line.
You may know from staying here for a while, there's a long-range communicator located at the market space dock. You can utilize that. It's essentially a long-range antenna that sometimes works.
Then that's where I'm going to try to go.
Go ahead and make a technology check. See if you can
Get it working.
get it operable.
Let's see, where is my dice? There they are.
Forgot. I was in the one square home out of all the circles.
Were you?
Yes! That's what made it so distinguishable.
Technology. Technology is an intelligence, yes? Yes, technology. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 17.
17.
Yeah,
It might be a little bit of like a static covered transmission, long range from the inner core, but you're able to send a message through. It's essentially like a voicemail. What kind of message would you send?
I would attempt to contact some old, initially Republic, like now currently New Republic Navy friends, and I would attempt to tell them of a planet a mining planet that could be of use to protect, and needs guards from the Imperial remnants, as there's still some goddamn the dog. Fuck, where was I? Alright, hold on to Dad.
I imagine that Rudbiki's actually like doing that.
Yeah, he's barking.
Oh fuck. Yeah.
He would tell them, say, hey, there's a town and a planet that would need protection, and having the Republic protect it could be financially beneficial.
Okay. You get like a confirming beep that the message went through and it was sent, transmitted. But it may be a minute for a response for the length of time that it would take such a signal to travel.
I would just wait then.
Like, might be days.
Oh, I thought... Okay, well then... They know how to get a hold of me. I have personal communicators and we'll be gone, so... I'd go to my home and just collect my things. I'm gonna just say that this is my house, because... Why not? Alright.
Giselle, you said that you wanted to talk to Alicia?
that I did. Hey, Ellie, do you have a moment?
Yeah. Is everything okay?
Yeah. So we got an offer today.
Oh?
Yeah, we're gonna get paid really well. But the thing is, it's off-world, and we could still use someone else for our crew if you wanted to come along and help us.
That sounds exciting. But I don't know if I could leave Gam. Just me and her running this place. And she's a tough old woman, but she might need the help.
Ellie, there's not a whole lot left here.
I'll always be here. And I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to leave yet.
That's okay. I just Didn't want to leave you behind in case you wanted to become something, you know?
Yeah. Well, I'll always be here when you're done with your job.
Okay, well, if you're sure.
Oh. Here, take this. She hands you like a little a small data terminal. It has the communicator specs for the market terminal.
Oh, so I can always contact you.
Yes. They patch right through to the canteen here. Gam has me fill orders for bulk goods traders, and the specs are on there. So if you ever want a direct connection, should be able to patch through to here.
Okay, well, then I will definitely utilize this in the near future. I'll tell you just how everything is going.
Good. Yeah. And I'll be here waiting to hear about your adventures when you get back.
Okay. And with that, just I would give her a hug.
Good luck.
Thank you. And I'll bring enough back so that we can get a place here. You don't have to. You don't have to worry for anything.
Good. And I'll keep saving up here too so I can help.
Good. Okay. We've got to go. We're leaving literally tonight.
Okay. Is anybody else doing anything?
I already just been collecting my things.
Packing my gear.
Ileana
Ileana.
is a minimalist, so she will literally just walk to the transport. She has nothing. Nothing.
You're just a ball of joy, aren't you?
Yes, I find this very joyful.
So happy is like, oh yeah. Like, nah, it's just interesting and, interesting people. Ileana's just loving life.
Exactly, that's why I do this.
Spike, if Spike's like in the main bar area, Devvy would approach him and be like, "Hey, Spike."
Forgot Devvy existed.
Yeah, Devvy.
What happened to that cone guy? What happened?
He won't be a problem anymore.
Well,
Really? So the price on my head?
If he gives you any trouble, you let me know, alright?
Yeah. Oh, thanks so much, Spike. I'm done gambling. No more. I'm going back to focus on my trading and bringing prosperity to the town. I'm a changed Rhodian.
Devvy. Devvy.
Spike.
We gotta look out for each other here. We don't have much. We gotta hang on to what we got.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'm done gambling. I bet
You don't have to worry, Spike. I'll watch. Wait. Who was that guy that you were talking to? Is he here for the bounty?
No.
Is he gonna take?
No, he's not. I'm
Oh.
taking a job off planet.
You leaving?
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Oh. Well, it's sad to see you go. Hopefully you hurry back soon.
I haven't seen the last of this place.
Good. Hey, listen. While you're gone, Don't you worry. I'll watch after things. I'll take care of the place real good, like.
And I'll make sure the big old galaxy hears of Devvy Enterprises.
Hey, there you go. Devvy's delivery. Devvy's deli. Yeah.
Oh, that's what
Get
it
it-
is
get
this week.
Get out of here, Slugger.
See you, Devvy.
Old Spike the cat scratch. Old Spike the ran through. Yeah.
Oh, shut up.
Get out of here. Oh, hey, hey, Liana. Hey,
What do
Liana.
you want from me?
Listen, I'm sorry. Thank you guys for helping me. I hope there's no hard feelings.
I can hold a grudge for a very long time, Debbie.
I know.
Just
You can just I'm sorry, and if you ever plan on coming back, I'll give you a personal discount for sure.
I don't
1%.
believe you,
1%.
Well,
and I will never stop holding a grudge against you.
that's because you're smart. But either way, I hope that you have good travels.
I don't take well wishes from the
Then,
soon to be dead.
Then don't die. Wait, what?
She's just.
Spike said that the bounty on my head is probably gone, done.
Probably is a strong word.
Well, okay. Yeah. Then bye.
Don't make enemies, Debbie. It doesn't look good on you.
Well, I'm just trying to make a living. And not dying. It's hard.
I can tell. You certainly don't make it look easy.
Yeah, well, my life is set on expert difficulty, apparently.
Wait a second.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't know if it's any use to you, but, I got a broken gun that I don't need no more. I'm not sure if you have anybody that can be, that can fix things, but I bought it. Okay, I didn't buy it. I wanted, gambling, but, whatever's left of it, if you want it, you can have it.
Eliana has already long walked out the door.
Okay, bye!
God, she's so mean.
Devvy sits all alone, and, 1 is the loneliest number begins to play. Okay, everybody packs their things up. Is there anything else anybody would like to do in Tiana yet? Departing.
Nah.
I'm going to buy a grappling hook.
Grappling hook? You could.
Yep.
You could probably find some type of grappling hook at the market that you could buy.
Okay.
Grappling.
I will buy one then.
It'll probably cost about 100 credits.
100 credits.
100 credits.
Are you out of your mind?
Your mom.
The vendor looks back at you. He's like, "It's 100 credits. Take it or leave it, or barter. What's your offer?"
Let me find- Looking in the book. Hang on a second.
Troops 1.
Look for 50 credits. All right. 100 credits. Are you sure you want to you want to be known as the person that's stealing from a babe?
Well, you should see Devvy's prices. They're worse than that.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you 75.
I could do 75.
Should have gone 65. Shit. All right, I'll give him 75.
85 it is.
What? No. 75.
I'm
we agree.
joking. I'm 75. That's fine.
All right.
All right, here you go. Pristine. It's a
All
decent
right.
grappling hook.
Good.
It's got a hook.
I'll put it on my character sheet.
You want the rope too?
Rope comes with it. Don't give me
Yeah,
no
it does.
crap.
It does. Here you go. Just kidding.
All right. It's on my character sheet. Okay.
Okay. What's everybody else doing? Are we all? Is anybody not at the ship ready to go?
Gothka would be literally waiting for Giselle to come collect him. He would be sitting somewhere in his old home, just meditating.
Yeah, as I leave the cantina, run to Jathka's house.
Right on.
Knock on the door. Do.
You would receive no response, but the door would be open.
Draw blaster, sneak in. We did just kill a few guys, so I don't know if like something's happened to them.
Come up upon Jothka, meditating.
And the door's just kind of open, so I'll sneak in. Looking for Jathka. Blaster drawn. Draster blonde.
Blaster. Dastard Ron. Dimsdale Dimmadome. Oh, you're looking at Jothka in front of you.
My question to you, despite the fact that he would be relatively deep in meditation.
I lost connection for whatever reason, but I don't know if you heard me, but I'm sneaking in blaster drawn.
Given the perceptive feat that Jothka has, being in a lightly obscured area doesn't impose disadvantage on your perception checks if you can both see and hear. And given what I've discussed with you earlier, would Jothka be able to sense that she has entered? Or would you like me to roll for that?
Say that again.
Jothka has the perceptive feat given to him via his background.
Okay.
Given what we discussed earlier, would he be able to sense that she entered, or would you like me to roll for that?
I'd say because you were like sitting there meditating so heavily focused that you could tell that somebody would be entering.
Okay.
And you hear the footsteps as she rounds the corner looking at you.
And given the fact that I'm also familiar with her, given the fact that I've been probably traveling with her for, I don't know, the last 5 years or so, would I be able to like tell that it was her?
I'd say yeah, just for expedience purposes as well.
Okay.
She's expecting to come on you, and you're expecting her to come to you as well. So you know that the two of you should be meeting soon.
As he starts to hear footsteps, Jothka would, still eyes closed and partially meditating. Giselle, we've talked about this before. You don't need to be always on your toes.
Never too careful. You ready to go?
Yes. And he opens his eyes. See that silver gleam He stands up and he grabs his bags and stuff, and in his mind, he is basically saying his goodbyes to his home for probably the last time.
Foreseeable future.
And she exits to the starport.
And he would follow.
As the two of you exit, Giselle, out of the corner of your eye to the west, you see that what for a second it appears like a ghostly figure. And as you blink and squint a little bit in the distance, it's nightfall at this point. There are lights and there's pretty heavy snow and wind coming, but it looked like there was a figure in the distance, almost glowing. And as you blink, it's no longer there. Almost like it was nothing.
Huh. Huh.
Huh.
Rebo, as you were bartering with the individual, he turns to duck back under his stall to close it up, and as he moves away, behind him, in the hillside, it appears as if you notice a glowing ghostly figure. And in similar fashion, as you blink and squint, it's no longer there. As if it was nothing. Spike, as you're the first one to get to the spaceport, we'll say. As you're climbing up onto the top of the platform, you hear you heard your name behind you. Something say Spike.
Peek.
And as Spike turns to look, there's nobody there. Until a few moments later, about the rest of the party comes.
Pardon, Evil.
Yes.
His internet cut in and out as soon as you started describing that he saw something.
Oh, who? Rebo's?
Yeah.
Mine did.
Okay, yeah, Rebo, as you're at the market, as the kind of obese vendor that was there, he turns to close up his shop for the night. In the distance, as he moves out of the way, behind him you see what appears on the hillside like a glowing ghostly figure. As you blink and your eyes open again, it's no longer there, and you think that maybe you were just seeing.
Did it look humanoid?
Yes. It was really hard to tell exactly what it was. Especially with
Okay.
such speed that it was there and was not. You might have
Well,
just thought that you caught a glare or something.
I probably would have said, that's weird, and kept on going wherever back to the ship.
Indeed. Aliana,
Yes.
as you're walking down these barren, dark streets in the snow, you almost feel as if you see somebody watching you. You're not exactly sure from where, but as you look around, you see nobody. And feeling passes. As you eventually make it to the spaceport, and about everybody arrives at the landing pad at about the same time. You find Reggie sitting in his ship with the little drop panel down for you to enter. As
And
you
I
all make
didn't
your...
try and kill anything,
You didn't notice anything to kill.
but I didn't attempt to.
I mean, you could have attempted, but there was nothing there to kill.
There was nothing.
Very odd of me.
You all make it to his little ship. It's just like a medium-sized little transport ship. Maybe some weaponized defenses. There's a droid inside. It seems like a co-pilot kind of droid, a like humanoid form of pilot droid. And he welcomes you aboard. As you all climb in and take your seat, the ramp closes, the engines fire up, and it takes off and jettisons into hyperspace. And that's where we'll end the session.
Yay.
Wah, wah, wah.
Well, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks everybody for participating. I had a lot of fun tonight. I hope everybody else did as well. Great roleplay as always. I can't wait to see more. What everybody think?
I'm sorry for being so mean. That's not how I actually am.
I know.
That's fine. That's fine. That's a lot of character arc that we can do to make you nice. Just wait.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm actually a mean person playing a nice guy. So there you go.
Oof. Oof.
We're all pushing our bounds.
We got 2 different combats in. That's crazy for our D&D group.
Yeah, it was decently quick-paced combat, and once we become more familiar with these characters, we will probably become even faster at it. It'll be good. Additionally, I'd like to let you all know. Go ahead and level up. Level 2.
Woo!
Level 2.
Roar.
You guys
That's a
killed a
good one.
monstrous cat and a band of thugs.
Well, I mean, we didn't kill all of them.
You defeated.
Defeated.
We killed one of them. The other one got blasted after I threatened him, "Hey, give up or die." And we didn't kill him. Reggie did, and then I knocked the fuck out of the other one.
Just like
Say it again, Van.
I would like to mention that Reggie is an awfully Australian name.
Yeah. Don't mention it. It's short for Reginald.
I thought that was a
Oh, God.
little bit like almost like almost Islander like of a accent. So that makes sense that it's like almost an Australian name.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, you guys can feel free to criticize my accents. There's going to be plenty more bad accents to come.
Perfect.
Just wait, and I'll try something even worse next time.
Please don't.
Me and Leilani already agreed that the big bad guy is going to be a terribly comedic Swede.
We did not agree on shit. Don't drag me into shit.
Oh, here we
please.
go.
It has been decided. You guys know what to plan for.
No.
Question.
I did not agree.
Welcome to my lair.
We did not agree to
You will all die now.
I
Question.
said it was funny. I did not agree to anything.
Hey, you boys.
Question for the
I am your
DM.
father.
Oh no.
No.
Join me.
Father
What's up,
O'Malley.
what's up,
Oh my
Kelsey?
God.
Nomad can go first.
Are we re-rolling anything when we roll for our hit points?
When you what now? Oh, HP?
Yes. Are we
We'll do 1s and 2s. Yeah, so
okay.
so for those that would like to do hit points now, just make sure somebody witnesses your roll. That way it's not just like, oh, I rolled a max hit points, yay. That way somebody can, confirm. It doesn't have to be me, but
I rolled
additionally-
20 hit points on an 8-sided.
yeah, exactly. So for those that are unfamiliar, when you level up, you usually roll. You gain hit points, which are usually your hit die, plus your Constitution modifier. So that depends what class you are.
Do I do a D8?
I think that's usually what it is, but your class should let you know. What class are you?
I have it on stream that I rolled max out on a D10.
I don't remember.
Oh,
I'm
believe you.
completely
Yeah, if you get
honest.
on stream, that's even better.
And you said no 1s or 2s?
Yeah, if you roll 1 or 2, re-roll.
Oh, good, because I rolled a 1.
That way you guys aren't too squishy.
Sweet. Now I know I can. Never, my question's now mute because I didn't read something
again.
correctly. I now know 2
What?
discoveries. Yeah, dude.
So,
Stop rolling 1s.
No.
Aliana, character sheet.
I rolled a 2.
I rolled it.
Okay, evil.
Okay, so Aelion is a fighter. I do believe that is indeed a
Yeah,
D8.
cool.
Evil.
Oh no, sorry, it's a D10.
Oh, nice. Even
D10
better.
plus your con. Or you guys also have the option to take the average, which for fighter it would be 6 plus your Constitution modifier. What is up, Sneaky? Or sorry, Kelsey.
It's the average for an
did-
8-sided.
I guess a 6. Wait, nope, it might be a 5.
I think it's a 5.
I'll take
For a
that.
D8, it is a 5.
So I rolled.
If you go to, sorry, go ahead.
So I rolled a 7. So my fighter is 10, right? So that makes it a 17, right?
17, or it would be 7 plus your Constitution modifier.
7 plus my Constitution modifier, which I don't have one, so it'd be just 7.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So did we? Because I remember I asked you this and we talked about it.
Right.
Now it's really important because now discovery is starting to come into play for Scholar. Are we gonna limit the amount of times I can do the ambassador discovery, or are we just gonna say do whatever?
I will go over that
Still
right
don't
now.
The
think it
ambassador
should be
discovery
limited.
allows me to learn 3 additional languages of my choice. I can choose it as many times as I want, and there's
mean,
no
it's-
prerequisites.
It's in the book.
It literally just every and I start out once I get to level 2, which I just did. I learn 2 discoveries of my choice as long as I meet the prerequisites. Ambassador doesn't have any, so instantaneously I could just learn 6 languages, just like that, and it's great.
It's
But-
so you said it was the
It's
Scholar
useful.
Ambassador Discovery.
Yes, it's under discoveries. It's the 3rd
Please.
one there.
You're
I
already
feel like-
C3PO enough. You should just take it.
It's just like just learn every language possible. Evil just cannot make it so that we can't hear. And he's like, well, and then what's even better is that he'd be like, I can do universal language. Anything with an intelligence score of 6 or higher, I don't even have to speak. I can just make emotions and it will understand me. It's great.
I mean, my thing is you have all of those other discoveries that you can pick from.
There are
so-
others, yes, and I'm 100% going to do others, but I just want to know if for like ambassador, is there a limit? Because that one could very quickly become, I know every single language in the entire galaxy. Ha! It's like, already I know multiple. I think I know 4
There's already there's
it
like
liter-
14 languages or something in the lore, isn't there?
Yes,
I was gonna
it's
say,
around.
it
Where-
literally says you can choose this multiple times. So
Yeah, I can do it
like,
multiple. But I want to say, do we want to say? Because I already know 5 languages.
Oh man.
I already know Galactic Basic, Chinoa, which is my base, and then since I took Linguist, I already know Wookiee, Tusken, and Togretta. I don't know why I've chosen those 3, but I wanted to.
Okay, so you can choose the Ambassador Discovery for
As
every.
I
is
don't
that for
have
every
to.
time? Every time you
So-
get a new discovery?
Every time, so when I level up, certain levels say you may get a new discovery. Once I get to the 2nd level, which is right now, I choose 2 discoveries. But the ambassador doesn't have a limit. So theoretically, every discovery I get, I could put into ambassador. That does
Yes.
not
the
mean I
thing is
have
that
to.
the thing is you only get. Let me count this first of all. You get you get 2 discoveries now.
So I could do 6 languages. I'm saying at the highest amount is how much I could like mess with this.
Oh
if
god,
I
no, that is
recall,
disgusting. Oh wow,
what?
that is super no, that's like super broken. Or no, when you gain certain scholar levels, you gain additional discoveries. of
Yeah,
your
I don't think you get another discovery until like level 5 or level 6 if I was looking through the book correctly.
Correct.
Yeah,
and
I'm
then every
looking
level,
for.
every level you can replace discoveries.
I can, but I don't have to.
You don't have to. Additionally, you don't get additional discovery
Hey.
column.
Unfortunately, it doesn't say.
Oh, yeah. You get 2 at second. You get 2 additional at third. You get more at fifth. And then more again at ninth.
So I could know all languages. Do we want to say I can only do it so many times?
No, I'd say that's part of the class. Is if,
All right.
but if you do that, then you're foregoing the other potential discoveries.
Well, I'm just gonna do one ambassador right now, and then I'm
Yeah.
gonna do academic memory because
Yeah, I have no problem. Like if
Yeah.
you wanted to, you could take what, up to 9 discoveries worth of ambassador.
what's 9 times 3?
What is that, like 21? No.
20. Is it?
Yeah,
9.
27.
27.
27,
Yeah.
28, 29, 30, 31.
You guys
32.
obviously
couldn't
didn't
know.
pass grade school.
I could know. Shut up. I could know 32 languages.
Yeah, sure. Like, if you want
Literally.
to do that, that might be
Legit.
dumb, but like,
It'd be
Thanks, so you C3PO.
I'm just C3PO and you in meat form. You don't need a droid, you just need me.
yeah, I mean, like, sure, you could like take other things, but
You could. I will. I just wanted to know if we wanted to put a limit. Now that I know that we're not going to limit, I already have an idea of what I want to do. I do want to learn a bunch of languages though, but I am taking one of ambassador right now, so yeah.
yeah, you could take one of the many other useful discoveries, or
You
can, you can be a
ambassador is
book.
useful.
You can be a human book if you want.
Exactly. I'm not a chess book. But yeah, I'll take one ambassador and academic memory. That's the plan right now.
Okay.
Sadly, I don't think I can is there anywhere that I can put something? Oh, I can just put in proficiency. No, I can't. That's it. Because I'll have to keep track. Is there a notepad? Oh, yeah, I can do notes. Yeah. Alright. Discoveries. I have ambassador and academic memory.
Hey,
Sweet.
has anyone found a way to add fighting styles to the character sheet on the website?
I think it is in form, like Jedi form, sort of or keep
Where?
talking about something. Are you talking about
I gained a fighting style with Scout level 2. How do I add it? Because I get the feat that says I get a second fighting style, but how do I actually add that fighting style?
You can do.
Because I'm going under features and I go in the drop down that says fighting style, and all it says is that I get to have a fighting style. It doesn't.
So add a feat fighting stylist. You adopt a particular style of fighting, gaining the following benefits.
Yes, that is what I'm looking at. Now, how do I add it? I already know which one I want. Now, how do I add it?
I think
This is using almost like Mistweaver style character sheet. So I would just write down on your character sheet somewhere in the notes, most likely,
you could.
that you've adopted the fighting style.
I was kind of hoping I could have it with the rest of my feats.
Yeah, I think because you can do the fighting stylist, but I don't think it specifically says, because I'm not even seeing any of the force or not force lightsaber styles. I just see fighting stylist in the features.
Lightsabers are just fancy swords anyway.
Well,
And then you can add
lightsaber is a
that.
weapon. A fighting style is not. There isn't a
No, I know, but
fighting
but
style.
lightsabers have a fighting style, and I thought I had seen that somewhere.
No.
I think Jedi have certain fighting styles special to them, like
Okay, that's cool.
gemsto and stuff like that.
So I figured out how to do it.
How'd you do it?
So basically, you go into edit your character, right? And then you go into where it you go into your character sheet, and then there's a part where God, I'm trying to go back to it, so I can kind of walk you guys through it. It's loading. So there's that level thing where it says like 0 to 300 so that you can like level
Do,
up your character.
Yeah.
And then it says manage class levels. And then
Okay.
it'll give you an option to pick up fighting style.
Mine only prompted me to pick up tech powers. I see under that where it says fighting style, but again, it just says you adopt a fighting style. It doesn't do anything.
I don't.
Like, I already picked all my tech powers, now I want to pick my fighting style that I also got, but I can't.
I think that it's only you just get that feature of fighting stylist. That's it. I think that's the thing that's talking about, not like you're.
That is annoying as fuck.
I could do droid speak. Sweet. I'm just
Beep,
choosing.
Boop boop.
Yeah. Droid speak. Blank. That's the other one that I want to learn. I'm trying to find ones that would kind of be useful. What the fuck is UBs? What is UBs?
Alright, well, I guess I'm just gonna copy-paste my fighting style in the notes.
Okay.
That should work just fine.
I'm commenting between Jawa or like maybe Mendoa, just because I'm, I'll go Jawa, I guess. No, you know what? You know what? Since it's taking place during the Mandalorian, I'm gonna do Mandoa, just for you, Evil, just in case.
You do know that there's some Mandalorians in the area.
Sweet.
So maybe you like tapped into your data pad. It's like, oh, let's learn some Mandalorian.
All right, so now I also know Hati, Droid Speak, and Mandoa. I can now communicate with beeps, and I can now wabba doob.
No, you know what? I think I've found that Operative has the most broken fucking ability ever.
What's that?
In terms of like the equivalent of discoveries. So Operative exploits. I gain them at second. Let's see here. 2nd, 7th, 13th, and 17th level. One of them, Learner's Exploit. You gain proficiency in a skill and a tool or 2 tools. You can select this exploit multiple times, each choosing a new skill and a tool or 2 new tools.
Neat.
All right. Anyway, hopefully everybody enjoyed our leveling up expertise. If anybody is still watching or does still watch, thanks everybody for joining us on our little adventure here. Thank you so much. Please check out our Patreon. Leilani, what was that link again?
Patreon.com/rebellion chats.
Indeed. If you'd like to participate or help throw us a little bit of coin to show your appreciation for what we're doing, if we're doing a decent job, let us know. Hit us up if you want to join in the adventure or help alter the universe that we're currently expanding upon. Get over to that Patreon/rebellion chats. With that, is there anything else anybody would like to say before we close out the stream today? Seeing none. Thanks everybody for watching. This has been Hyperspace Havoc.